Welcome everyone to episode, I think this is now episode 10. We are in the double digits, and I promise the audio is working this time. I really do.
He lies, don't listen.
Everyone stay quiet so it looks like he's talking to himself for like an hour.
Damn it. You got Anyway, last time we added Matt to the squad, and you guys turned in a very expensive quest and murked an Eden like immediately.
That was great.
And now you guys are on the road back to turn in your other quest, essentially. You stopped in Kobush to meet up with a group of settlers that are going to be taking over the farm you cleared out, and there was some weird shit going on with Moyle and Matt's character. So the day is yours. Everybody awakes in the morning, fully rested, all that fun stuff. You can load up your cart and get the fuck out of there, do whatever you want to do.
Oh yeah, wasn't there like a royal procession or something?
Yes, that's true. You did actually see the prince, which also, by the way, I believe I updated him in your handouts section. So if you want to take a look at him and see what he looks like.
Thank you, my good sir.
I'll do this for the people at home so they can see him as well.
Is he wearing purple?
No. He's wearing silver and gold, essentially. 'Cause he's the
Prince Brom.
Prince Brom Onik.
Well, ain't he a fancy looking lad? Kind of looks like a dick though, not gonna lie.
He got a pretty looking mouth.
What the fuck?
I didn't need to hear that about that guy.
Thank you. I'll be here all week to make you uncomfortable.
Please don't.
You're very expensive.
But yeah, so then you also, that's another thing. You also learned about there's a knights tournament essentially going on in about a month's time, and several of like the nobility from not just this province but other provinces as well will be there in attendance to either spectate or judge the participants, and the one who is found overall most worthy at the week-long events there will be granted title and land.
I actually wrote that down the other day, last session.
Well, of course,
So
of course you wrote down like the free stuff event that's happening.
So
Hey.
we definitely
No,
want
I
to
took
win
more
this,
notes than
right?
that.
What happened, Jay?
It's okay.
So we definitely want to win this, right?
You guys can go fight in the death match. I'm good.
I'm presenting you with an opportunity. It's up to you whether you want to participate or not.
Well, the thought arises if we do this, that would definitely help our cause here.
Although I don't like how we're going to get tied down to one kingdom.
Look, just because VG places a gigantic, brightly red button in front of our face does not mean we have to press. Okay, let's go fight the tournament.
I was about to say, what the fuck are you talking about?
So, jokes aside,
How much of this is in character and how much of this is out of character?
Oh, none of what I said was out in character.
I should
Anyway.
probably talk in character because I'm just because
Anyway.
it's funny.
We should head to Kobush. I mean, we should head to Larishev to turn in the thing.
Yeah, with your cart now helping you travel, it's about 2 days.
yeah, we gotta get paid. We need to deliver the thing for Dean Bud. And we need to also. Well, first things we need to meet the forward group in Kobush, which we already did. At the end of last session.
So it's not the first thing.
It's the zero thing.
Well, I'm just making sure that we did that. Some of my memory's not fault. I'm fairly certain at the end of last session we ended up talking to those guys, right?
You mentioned it in the recap. With words. In English, even.
Yes.
No, we had to Larishev, deliver the thing for, or get paid for the delivery from. Either we deliver the thing to Dean Bud or get paid for it. I don't remember what exactly we were doing with that one.
Both.
Because my dumbass didn't make a note sheet until
Hey, bud.
literally last session.
Hey, bud.
It really does just sound like, hey, let's go to Larishev.
Yeah, you took
Yeah,
Yep.
10 minutes to say a
I
thing
know
that
we're
could be.
going to Larishev. I'm just trying to fucking give context so that way we all are on the same page. Excuse me, we're trying to be fucking thorough.
The
I have
funny
no-
thing is, everyone
I
else
have
is
no
on the
notes.
same page.
I like to imagine that
You.
that's Chance saying that at the table. Everyone's like, yeah, we know. And he's like, I know, I'm just getting the itinerary ready. Fuck.
It puts together like just this journal.
Seems that the only person who was unclear about the matter was you.
I mean, I have no clue what y'all are doing, but I mean, I'm just along for the ride.
And it's going to be a bumpy one, apparently. Let's get moving.
Alright. So, loading up your cart, loading up your supplies. Who's driving the damn thing?
I will be shotgun. I will not drive.
Cool.
Not it.
Unless everyone else literally says, no, cool, I'll drive.
Oh, no, I mean, I can drive if you want. I'm just not going to be very good at it.
Neither am I. No one
Everybody-
has proficiency.
Everybody can
They-
drive. You know, not having the proficiency doesn't mean you can't drive. It just means that you have less of a chance of making checks that I throw you.
I'll drive, and Chance, you wanna take a shotgun?
Okay. Just
Sorry,
walk alongside the cart. Fuck
Sorry,
me.
sorry, but I need to ask Chance a few questions.
Oh, but I called shotgun.
You
no
can
one
get
respects-
shotgun after Chance.
Just
You
Tavanta
finish
hops
the
off, just mutters to himself, nobody respects the rules.
I
I called dibs, what the fuck?
And I
Is
just
this a
read
rule?
going back and say, Chance, you're up front apparently.
okay.
I just do it in.
Sulk in the backseat.
Amra's just riding around, sleeping.
At least give me the aux cord, come on.
You know, the only holes anywhere near this cart are in the horses. I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh my.
You planning on
That just
getting-
reminded me.
So if you plan on plugging in the aux cord, y'all be my guests.
Oh my god. Today is cursed.
Today is cursed. Alright,
Just
see where we're
today?
heading out now?
Yeah, Chance will climb out into the shotgun seat. What's this about?
Made the cow very upset. Why am I here?
So about your, what is the name of the scary fella?
Archmoil, he's a constructed as he's a fragment of my ancestor.
So he has, like, free will?
To a degree, yes. I allow as much.
What do you allow?
Well, he can't go against my orders. That's kind of the part of the contract.
And everything else?
He's able to act on his own for the most part. I didn't exactly feel comfortable just having a slave.
So he is like his own being
Oh,
entirely.
Yes.
And you created him?
The form he is in, yes. It's a sort of and Chance will start to delve into arcane basically techno battle.
Yeah, very Star
I,
Trek. You don't understand a whole lot of it, I'm assuming. You can make an Arcana check to see if you kind of get it. If you want to.
Alright.
Like, I will actually roleplay
Ignore
the
the
Technobabble. I'm
plus
just saying that he's
2.
doing the Technobabble.
Wait,
It's-
where's that +2 coming from?
I
What the
don't-
fuck?
Guidance, maybe?
I don't have anything marked.
It's guidance. According to Roll20, it's guidance.
I don't have guidance marked. The fuck? Okay.
Clearly you do, Matt. Fuck.
Oh, fuck, it's down here.
Yeah, there you go.
Dumbass.
So yeah, I mean, with a 16, I guess we'll just say you guided yourself because it started to sound a lot like Star Trek, and you're like, hold on, I need help. So he goes off on this spiel, and you're like, oh, okay, it's not too bad, and you can kind of suss out essentially what he means. Essentially, the way that a summoner works is that you, or at least in his case, he is summoning an aspect of a creature that exists in his case, the Nine Hells. It's not the creature itself; it's a facsimile of part of its part of its personality. That Chance then gets to control to a degree, and it is bound to him by his soul or force of will or something like that.
Okay, so I guess the important part for me here is, does it retain any of its intelligence, and I guess personality traits, shit like that from
It has its own personality. It
what
has
it's-
its own. It has its own like sense of self, and it is essentially another person. It's just like a. It's hard to describe. It's like
It inherits powers and knowledge from whatever it's
it
replicating.
inherits some. It doesn't
Some,
have a lot.
obviously.
It has like inherent things that it knows about, but its knowledge about things in general is very limited to its own experience. Like if the thing that it came from experiences something, and it's some kind of core memory or like some part of itself, then he'll know about it. But if he like did an action, let's say, like if you went and fought a war somewhere, Moyle's not gonna know. Moyle has no fucking clue because he wasn't there for it. It's not his self that did that.
It's not his battle.
Yeah, it's very esoterical and ethereal and all that fun stuff. But essentially, he doesn't have like the knowledge of that being. He has an instinct of that being, and very limited like core understanding.
I got it. Huh.
So,
It's like having someone
Uh, uh,
else's experience. It's like having the feeling of someone else's experience, but not the memory of it.
Got it.
now with that in play, I'm gonna I'm gonna roleplay this out because I actually wanted to do that. I just wanted to make sure we were aware of like the stuff from Word of God here.
Sorry guys, I have to be right back.
Go for it.
So what happens is how this works is I make a binding magical, I guess, connection to a fragment of a larger being. It's not that larger being. It takes on its own thing once the contract is made, but there is a basis on one. It's a flawed copy.
How good of a copy are we talking?
I resent that.
Because obviously we're talking about a devil here. So if it's a flawed copy, yes, but like, how flawed?
Well, by all accounts, he's still technically a devil. If I dismiss him, he goes back to the Nine Hells and just does whatever he feels like until I summon him again.
Oh no! If you dismiss me, I disappear forever.
You know what I mean.
My physical body is destroyed, and my spirit remains in limbo.
I mean, you've gone back to Nine Hells repeatedly once I just send you away. Unless you've been lying to me this whole time.
That is your experience, yes.
Anyway. Oh wait, shit, you're here.
Yes.
I
It's a
just
very
imagine
small-
he's.
It's a very small car. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Don't mind me calling you scary. You are scary though.
No, I know.
I think there'd be more to worry about if he was a devil that wasn't scary, because that means that because it's generally the ones that don't appear scary that winds up being the scariest.
Well, that says a lot about you then, since you're not scary.
Well, I'm also not a devil.
I would also like to point out that my master can choose my appearance, so this is all his fault.
Ah.
Never mind, Chance is a little bit more scary now. Anyway. All that
Point-
aside.
Yes. And there's a lot of magical theory on how the particulars, and it can be and depending on what school of thought you subscribe to, either it's a very complicated thing.
Okay, lovely. I think I have all the information I need to know about your friend, familiar, construct.
Probably close to a familiar in regards to the actual contract. I've considered Moyle a confidant up until this point, but I also know for the fact that if it weren't for the contract, he'd probably have tried to kill all of us at least 5 times by now.
He wouldn't do that.
If it weren't for the contract, I wouldn't exist in the first place. Not that I would like to.
You know what I mean. If you existed here
See?
without the contract, you'd try to kill all of us.
Okay, wait, so what entity is Moyle based off of?
Oh, my distant ancestor. I used my own blood as a catalyst for the ritual.
But who is your distant ancestor?
That depends on who you ask, because different schools have thought of that one too. I'm saying this VG because I'm fairly certain Zerial isn't a thing in this setting.
You don't know. I know who it is, but you don't know who it is. When you made your kind of summoning ritual, you are not using a name to summon. You are using the connection that your bloodline shares, and in that connection, a new creature is formed and given to you as kind of like an extension of both of your powers. So the creature in on the other end of that may or may not even be aware that this is happening, number one. And number two, has almost nothing to do with the transaction other than being a source of power and connection. That's it.
So it's like Warlock, but with less strings attached.
That's why it's like it's not a contract that you have with Moyle or with this other being. It is you invoking magic to call them or a portion of them to aid you. So it's like that's why you're a summoner and not a bargainer, you know?
Yeah.
The contract, quote unquote, is very one-sided if that's the case. So you are a God, I don't even know what to really call it as. But you that's why he calls you master, because it's not an equal relationship here.
Yeah, in theory, I could order him to just stand still until I say otherwise, and he would be compelled to do so.
Yep. He would just absolutely stand there, and the minute you walk too far away, of course, he gets desummoned. But
yeah.
Yeah,
but
he is completely and utterly beholden to you. It's almost like slavery, except that it's not necessarily like a forced thing. It's like that's his purpose to do it. It's what he was meant for.
And Chance already gives him more freedom than that, just by saying again, stuck on regular occasion this campaign so far. Chance is just you can go do your own thing, just don't hurt anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but how do you define anyone?
How do you define hurt? Because I've been hurt.
Don't cause potentially lethal harm to a sentient being.
Okay, lovely.
I'm not going
What's
to
sentient?
semantics with the contract. If we try and do that kind of thing, I'll win every time.
Yes, devils are very good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Moyle?
From
No,
no, yeah, from
I
my
have no
yeah,
clue.
no, yes, from my understanding, it's just a distant ancestor of mine who was a some form of devil.
Well,
That must be swell.
still exists. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Indeed.
No, to answer your question, I'm not aware. I have no idea from whom I come from. I just know that I am from them.
You don't even have like a few descriptors on them?
Well, I don't know. Not really. In some way, they are me and I am them, but we are not the same at the same time. It's all very, storybook. Confusing.
Yeah. Another word is like they're like reflections in a mirror, except one is a broken shard of that much larger mirror.
That's a good way of putting it.
Out of character, I just completely stole that from Final Fantasy XIV because
That's fine.
they have a whole subplot with
Look,
reflections.
if they can fucking do it better than I can, congrats, Square Enix, you win.
Square Enix has been doing this for a little bit, as it turns out.
Yeah, even though it's supposed to be Final Fantasy.
Anyway,
Well, the lore behind that, the story behind the
yeah.
name is because the first.
We all
I
know.
know the story.
regardless.
One day it will be the Final Fantasy, though.
Regardless. I mean, who knows? There are infinite possibilities on this place now. Surely someone or something or somewhere has the answers you need to those questions. It's only up to you to find them.
The other question remains: if we did ask their questions to the right people, what would be their response? Because, quite frankly, I remember reading in history where our kind, and I gesture to myself and
Take your time.
me and I gesture to what's her name? Fucking wrote down. Gunlia. Tieflings are not the most well liked across history, and I doubt the same is likely true now. So.
It's so weird for you to gesture like that.
I don't know. I've known quite a lot of tieflings. Some of them are very generous lovers.
Conley is going to slowly turn their head.
180 degrees.
Chance is
like
also gonna do that. Just slowly look down.
Don't you dare get any ideas.
Why did you even begin to think of that? There's a thing to say.
What? Tieflings are a lot of fun. I'm just looking
stab
at
you,
that.
but I have a mace, not a knife.
In some cases, you can use
So
the horns
Fonz,
like handle.
so Fonz can do scream out.
Yeah, exactly.
You want me in the shotgun seat now? Huh?
What?
And the things they could do with their tail.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
See? He has my back.
I always had your back.
Oh, I'm going to
Listen
miss
to
you
you.
when I kill you.
I think
Aw, same here, buddy.
Times like this, I miss the spiders.
Well, if y'all make sure to do it far away from me.
If you wish for more spiders, Master, all you have to do is ask, and I can find some for you.
Please don't.
No,
I know he's your master.
No, that was a turn of phrase. Let's not bring back the giant spiders that were the size of the size of these horses.
Y'all are a group. I'm not gonna say a fun group, but y'all are a group.
Yeah, we are. I don't know why you guys are all freaking about, my comment about the, tieflings and generous lovers.
Because literally us.
It's fine. My master
Generally,
is
people
uncomfortable
tend-
in the presence of women. That's all.
Aw, shame. I mean, if you
I
swing,
want to point
toward
out that
boys, I
said
don't mind.
absolutely.
To be fair, I got that fight from Chance too. It's okay.
I mean, if you like men's, I'm not a judge. I swing both ways, so
All right. So
So
where's the
anyway.
next stopping point?
I mean, you're in a cart. I'll go ahead. I'll just say, what's the passive perception of everybody as you're driving along here?
15.
8.
15, 8.
If I invest into it, I could have a
me a
massive passive
second.
perception. So, like, if y'all
Like-
think we need passive perception, just let me know.
You said passive perception?
Passive, yeah.
I think it's like 21.
Like 21, or is it 21? Like,
Give me a second.
numbers either are or are not.
12.
Your passive is 21, yes. That is correct.
Oh, dude.
We have like a map of the continent, right?
You have a map of the continent and the settlements and the provinces.
I don't remember when I got this, but I know I did. I got the locations of several legendary battles. I guess in my inventory.
That would be because of your knowledge, your like background.
No, I think the legendary battles thing, given where I put that, that might actually be a thing I got from studying the scrolls on the fucking cult place.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought it was because of his archaeology background.
No, the thing I got from
It's-
archaeology, by
that's
the way, is a
also part of
map. The thing I got from that is a map or letter detailing the location of a hidden treasure or relic.
And where is
Ancient
that?
battles, ancient treasure, same
Well,
difference.
it was on the planet somewhere, but things have changed a little bit, so translating that might be something you want to spend time on.
Yeah, and that's what I was wanting to do. I was
the historical battle site thing. That's also something you need to spend time on, and when you do, I can give you.
I mean, that was the plan. I was actually wanting to do that while we were going because I don't have much to do while we're just.
well, the thing is,
heading.
you don't recognize any of the names or anything from what you're looking at, because all of this is like before 1,000 years ago. So what you need to do is like cross-reference and translate, and you need a library, and you need not only a library but access to like the oldest knowledge that people saved.
Well, yeah, I was hoping I could correlate, like, try and correlate some locations, try and at least get like something there. But
no, that's going to be impossible without reference.
yeah, fair. Because I know that these fragments on like these continents, they have at least some like remnants of way back when from the, for example, that cult, where the cult shacked up.
Yeah, there are very like they're like very old at this point, and if anything survived after the breaking, it was lucky to do so, or it was protected by some kind of magic or something.
Yeah, and I was trying to see if I could maybe use some older structures that are shown on the map we have and try and cross-reference.
Yeah, there's no way. Not at this
That's fair.
point, no. Yeah, you would need to do like some deep diving in a library or an archive of some sort.
I'll still look over the. Look over the map. Look for anything that kind of stands out to me, given what knowledge I do have. Like even if nothing translates, I'm mostly trying to see if like there's any like what's the word? Any potential similarities that I could look at.
Potential similarities going to be hard. But what I will say is that interesting locations that are already on your map. I mean, obviously you have the capital. That's not too far from where you are. You could go there. Presumably, there's something there that you can do. There's also.
If I recall, the capital is also where the tournament thing's being held.
No, that's being held in the not the main capital, but the capital of this province.
Oh yeah, because it's
Which is
Prince
Sine.
Brom Onek. Prince Brom Onek is holding the tournament of champions. Grand prize is land and title.
Yes,
I
and
know
the tournament is held in Sine, which is also very close to you. I believe that's where his castle. If that's not where his castle is, then I'll change it. But
I seem pretty interested in that tournament. We are pretty close by. It's happening in what? A couple months, I think you said?
1 month.
1 month.
We also have
It's
a
a
month.
thought.
You guys are so polite. Stop for a
Also
second.
have a month to decide, and we have other things to do.
Indeed.
Fair enough, I suppose. But a month moves quick, especially with all traveling. I guess I must ask, why are you all interested in the tournament?
Who doesn't like to have a place to call their own?
Well, you'll
Like I
already
said,
do,
we
I
are a
thought.
small commune looking to expand, so having some land out there wouldn't be too bad of an idea.
Fair enough, I suppose.
The place we're. I wasn't entirely honest. The place we're from, it doesn't tend to stay in one place. We move around. We don't typically have a place exact place we've set up complete routes.
Yeah, we're nomadic. Javanta like angrily glares at Chance.
Well, I have to give us some excuse for us to be able to, want the tournament. Like I have to cover our asses somehow.
I like that. I like that just in case roll there. Thank you.
I actually meant to do that in public because I was about to go in and say something.
Hunter, what the fuck?
So I rolled a 16 on deception. So you could, if you want, you could incite me for it. Basically, you see, we have a bit of a population boom, and we're getting overpopulated where we're from. So we need to branch out. So that's why we're looking for, actively looking for farms. We could, and or our people to, or try to win a, tournament to get a land. Guess what I'm saying?
I love how 3 different people
Yeah.
gave 3 different answers.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
my answer and his actually do line up fairly possibly there.
Yeah, so as it turns out, my passive insight is 17.
So I'll give you this. There's a nugget of truth to everything you're being told, but it's not the full story. And that's easy.
They're
that's easy to see by
obviously,
their-
like-
That's easy enough to see by their disorganization.
They're
in
obviously
their story.
flustered.
Yeah, but it's like they're telling you what they can.
There is no malice, but they are flustered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I grow tired of this tale. Moyle, come tell me about your sexual adventures.
And
And I'm
fade to
going
black.
back to look over the maps.
and I will just gently nudge Chance out of the shotgun seat and take my proper place. Shotgun.
Oh no! No. After I talked with fucking her, with
Conley.
Conley, I'd already relinquished the
Yeah, no, I'm not.
space.
You can stay back there for that.
because I wanted to go back there and start doing work on my and start looking over maps and stuff.
If Chance obviously looks flustered, all I'm gonna say is, to where only, the closest, 3 people maybe can hear me, is, damn, Chance really is bad with women.
And I wait. How?
Considering
a
you're in on the
possibility.
conversation with me, I'm pretty sure you were close enough.
Yeah,
So
but
Vontae
would that be passive stealth? If he's saying under the breath.
I mean, my passive
No.
perception is it's not an issue here.
And they're actively trying to avoid hearing anything. I don't think Chance is hearing shit.
No, I'm trying to see if if my character would have heard it with the passive.
Oh, you almost
insight with 12.
definitely. My passive, you hear it.
I just look over my shoulder and said, "Don't forget, we don't shame people. He might be into guys."
Savanta just laughs at him and just laughs to himself and looks forward.
Doesn't just practice terrible with it.
Well, after several tales involving shards of glass and a very, very used gourd, it's getting dark outside. You guys should probably make camp.
Gourd? As in the vegetable.
Yeah.
Okay,
Here's the
cool.
fun part. Amra took notes.
Well, he says the word gourd, but that has 2 different meanings.
Oh my god, ew.
Hey,
Thanks.
your mind took it there.
You're not sure which one it could be.
Like I said, your mind took it there.
Needless to say, dinner is awkward.
I just eat a berry and stare into the fire, just like, I'm done. I'm so done.
I
Okay, cool.
join you in staring into the fire for different reasons, obviously.
Okay, so hold on a second there. So
Oh,
staring into the
shit.
fire, you're starting to feel that pull again. The curiosity is mounting within you. I'm just saying that's going to happen every single time you look into that fire.
I'm gonna need someone to keep watch with me.
I'll do it. I tend to take first. Me and Mo tend to take first watch anyway.
I guess I got the second watch by myself.
I'll take the third with Moyle. Could tell me more stories.
Definitely take the third one with me.
Yeah, like when we. I'm just saying, like when we get back to the cult building, I need to try and do some cross referencing with the records there, see if that gives me something to work with.
We got you, bud.
You got it. So, first watch people, make me perception checks. Matt, you do so at disadvantage. Your attention is
Okay.
being pulled elsewhere.
2 from Chance and
Oh
Moyle.
fuck! Never mind. I'm never taking watch with Chance again. Shit.
Holy
Yeah, no.
And then
Wow.
Moyle rolled a 2.
Cool.
Yeah, but Moyle also has a different watching, and so it doesn't matter.
No,
Unless-
Moyle's on watch all
Oh.
night.
Oh, does he
Moyle's
not
on
have
watch
to sleep?
no,
Beautiful.
he's good. He doesn't have to sleep or nothing. So
Oh, great. Okay. I should have been less worried.
fucking fan-fucking-tastic start, ladies and gentlemen.
so that's fun. Essentially, like you try to keep watch, but at this point you're so bored that Chance you're basically you're trying to study the maps and you're trying to figure out as much as you can and cross-reference shit, and it's just not working super well. But you're engrossed in it nonetheless and not really paying too much attention at all. Conlia, regardless of what you try to do to distract yourself, you are continuously find yourself every time you sit down, your attention is drawn toward the fire in some way. Like it's like you're getting the sense of like a hot dude across the room, and you kind of want to look, but you don't want to look. So every time he turns around and he can't tell that you're staring at him, you kind of glance. It's like that.
Okay. And obviously, Chance is terrible with conversation and women, so.
Yeah, he's off being a nerd in the corner. Like he's not doing much. Moyle Moyle is not keeping watch on anything but you. So.
Okay, I'm gonna be back in like 5 minutes or so, 5 or 10 minutes, because I have to help my brother move something.
Okay.
You're reading your maps like a good little nerd boy.
You're reading your maps while
yeah,
you take a giant piss.
Yep.
I was gonna ask if, like, with the maps that when I get back, if I was gonna be able to use this thing, but I'll be back.
I'll decide when you get back.
Purpose of uses of any object link. It's a map.
Yeah, exactly. Well, language, cultural practice, or similar subject. So,
Well, language common.
yeah, commonish. Cultural practice. I don't know. That one's up. That one's up for grabs. But he's trying to uncover he's trying to play the matching game where you put two pictures side by side and say which one where the differences are. And yeah, that's not gonna happen. So
They're literally just two different pictures.
yeah, it's not up to history. This is like geography. He needs
That's
reference
closer
to
to
this.
my area of expertise, but not really.
Like you can spend an hour observing the map, but all you're gonna get is that it's a map, with places on it.
It's
Alright, what terrible atrocities befall us in the night? Or do we change watch?
I don't. Depends on if you decide to do anything other than that.
I don't think I can.
Are you certain?
I might I might every once in a while cast a glance up at either of my two fiendish friends, but
Chance is not paying attention. Moyle is staring directly at you every single time you look.
well, at least I
that's
know he's
not creepy.
least I know he's not getting routes to shoving people's pillows again.
He's essentially doing the anime character thing where he's leaning against a tree and just watching from the shadows, and every time you look at him, he's not breaking eye contact. Just intently watching.
That's fun. That's a good energy to present to somebody.
I'll start to subconsciously hum religious hymns as I stare into the fire, like partway through the night.
That's not creepy.
Cool. All right. Eventually, it's time for second watch. So go ahead and roll Tabanta for your perception check.
Sure, me all by myself. Roll perception, you said?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hey, that's only a 6, but hey,
Hey, a plus 11 helps.
Roll hundreds for this one.
Oh no. Oh God, please.
At some point, the fire dies down, and you kind of have to go off a little bit to go find more firewood.
Could I not just like druid craft a flame or something?
No. I mean, you can control the fire as much as you like to, but with nothing to burn, it's not going to stay there. So you go off and look for more firewood, and you have this moment where you're bending over to pick up sticks off the ground, and you have to continuously do this, and your back's starting to hurt. And then you realize after a certain point in time, you don't have to bend down as much. Like, your back is not hurting as much. You feel lighter, almost.
Oh, fuck. The hell is... we'll check his body real quick.
Go ahead and make a medicine check or something.
Guys, I'm scared.
Are you shrinking? I'm shrinking!
Why me?
17.
That boy.
I mean, self-inventory, you don't feel bad. It's honestly, it's like you're not used to being what is presumably now under 200 pounds, but that's what it feels like at this point. Like, you feel like you could like jump up higher than you've ever been. Like, it's just crazy.
Just kind of like curious. Like, I don't know how to describe. Like, panicked but also curious at the same time. It's like, this is not normal. Panicked, but also, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's definitely not normal.
Just like kind of test like walking around for a second.
Okay. You take a couple steps, moving throughout, and the further you walk, the more you notice that the detritus, like rocks and twigs and leaves and shit, whenever you kick them up off the ground, it takes them a little bit longer to fall back down than they should. It's like a low gravity kind of situation you got going on here.
It's just everything's just like, as soon as that kind of like clicks in, he's like, oh, thank goodness.
Right as you say that, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Can't ever let me have a break, huh, bud? Oh, that thing I'm not proficient in? Cool.
I've been wanting to do this one for a while. Cool.
Yo.
So, right as you say, man, that's fine. Okay, I know what's going on here. The twigs, leaves, rocks, puffs of dirt all suddenly shoot upwards toward the sky along with you. Because you rolled so high, though, you managed to, like, oh shit, grab onto a tree and hold onto it as if you're being basically sucked up into the sky. Gravity in this area has now reversed itself. And stuff begins to fall upward. And as you're holding on for dear life around this tree.
great. Just like out of character because I obviously don't have the ninth level spell reverse gravity. If I cast that now, would everything just fall back to normal?
That's probably some question for a ninth level spellcaster.
You know,
After about 5 minutes though of clutching onto this tree for dear life, you eventually, all at once, you just topple head over heels and fall to the ground.
okay, that's fun. Just the back pain was there. It went away. It's back again. As he falls on his back. Is the bundle I sticks collected just spread out everywhere now? Cool.
Yeah, you are. Your bundle of sticks is like gone. Like it flew into the atmosphere. You don't know where it went.
Oh, great! That was just fan-fucking-tastic. Okay.
Now that you are kind of used to low gravity, also you are back to normal weight, and it's like, wow, I didn't know I was that heavy.
Yeah, no. Oh God, that's going to be bad for my self-esteem for a while. Okay.
Probably got
Yeah,
rid of
that's
some cartilage in your spine too, to be honest.
Oh yeah. There's something. There's like a popping now whenever he walks. It's not fun.
Yeah. When you get back to camp, a lot of the like loose shit that was lying around your campsite has been seemingly tossed about. The fire is completely gone. Moyle is digging his claws into a tree. He's like, I don't know if it's over.
I think it's over for now. How is everyone else still asleep?
Presumably, they were caught by the tents.
And they're not awake from being slammed back. I don't. These people. just tries to get a new fire started.
Easy enough to do. At the end of your watch, whoever's up next, go ahead and do your thing.
I'll just warn them. Just like, by the isn't that Ionra?
Yep.
By the way, Ionra, as me and Moyle have just discovered, there are gravity spikes on which the gravity will suddenly reverse upward for a bit of time. I suggest bolting yourself down somewhere, just in case. I'm going to.
I'm good.
Okay, I'll see the splatter later.
Jay's like, I don't care if Ionra dies at this point.
I mean, it's. Oh, actually, hold up. Out of character, everybody doesn't know what he is, right?
No.
Ionra?
Okay, cool. Yes.
I'm pretty sure you haven't revealed anything at all.
What do you look like? I forgot.
It's character tokens somewhere.
White hair, blue eyes, you know.
It's probably in characters, right?
Yep.
Oh,
I
you
have
look like a dark elf, right?
No, I look like human.
That's Skylar. Skylar's a dark elf.
Okay. Yeah, you look like a human, then just like, yeah, okay. Cool. Not like it matters anymore, but okay.
That's fine. Yeah, with a 10, easy enough to keep watch. No further weird gravity shift shit. At some point, you do notice that above your campsite in the clouds, there's a small like lightning storm going on up there, like the traditional like green arcanite lightning flashing in between the clouds, but nothing else really catches your attention.
So, I asked Moyle, was he drunk?
No. It was very possible that we all could have died. Thankfully, we didn't. That would have been painful. But yeah,
I mean, you don't die.
That things. Well, I die. Yes, I do die. Dying hurts. It really is not fun.
Dying is just really not fun, guys.
I think rope and pitons are in order for next shopping trip.
Good to know, but I mean, how come none of us got affected?
That I don't know. Maybe it's localized. Maybe it wasn't
Loc-
strong. I don't know. I
uh,
have no clue.
l-
You are asking
localized,
the wrong person.
localized
I
to the point it just affecting 2 people?
Or perhaps you were on the edge of it, outside of the radius or whatever.
Can I roll arcane check?
Sure.
Do I really quickly know anything about these flips and
Yes.
gravity?
Those are very.
Okay.
Those are very common. Jay knows nothing. You would. Matt
Jay
knows.
don't know shit.
Random gravity inversions happen sometimes because the world is held together by graviturgy magic. So sometimes a little bit of it gets out of hand, and sometimes things start to float for no reason.
Okay.
Sometimes also things become more dense, or the pull of gravity becomes greater. So, depending on how close you are to spots that typically do that kind of thing, you experience weird shifts in gravity every now and then.
Okay.
A lot of
My character would be smart enough to batten themselves down.
Part of your camping gear is like
Okay.
the weighted blanket type of thing.
Okay. Weighted blanket, but extreme.
It's also part of camping gear that other people have purchased as well, which is why no one else felt it, as they were fine. The gravity shift didn't affect them, but everyone else who was not under a weighted blanket, i.e. the 2 people taking watch, almost floated up into the atmosphere. So
That would have been funny.
Fun
way to go.
times.
would have been some fun fall damage rolls there.
Just kill my character off immediately.
Yes. But with that, yeah. At that, the morning comes, and essentially the only ones who experienced or know about anything are Ionra, Moyle, and Starcow. Everyone else was like, "Yeah, I slept fine. I don't know what you're talking about."
And I only know it because I asked.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I suggest we buy a shit ton of rope, just in case. It is a miracle that you were in the tents, so you did not fly up and then fall dramatically and die.
Ooh, yes, I am running a little low on ropes.
Wait, y'all don't know about the gravity?
Where we're
just-
holed up, that doesn't happen that often, or even at all. So yeah, it's new to us.
Oh, that's well, I guess not terribly common. It is a thing that people around here have been prepared for.
We come from area that's
Fine then.
Lo-
Keep your secrets.
Yeah, it's just where we were for a long time. It never happened. So you know.
You do know that in your camping gear there's like a blanket, right? That should hold you down. It's custom made to do so. Well, I guess custom made. It's just how you make the correct blanket.
All of our camping gear we have from our people, right?
All right,
Not
I'm
all
back,
of it,
brother
no.
miss.
Gravity storm happened.
Oh,
You
No,
almost lost. You almost lost Starcow.
So I'm assuming basically people would tell you like, yeah, gravity inverted for about 5 minutes last night. Seems to be a fairly common occurrence on the planet, and the camping gear that you purchased when you went to the general store in Korvoy helped you not float away while you were sleeping. But the 2 people that were on watch had to deal with that.
Yeah, Moyle clung to a tree. Me and Moyle both clung to a tree for dear life, or cow life in my case.
It's not too terribly common. If you want, you can always tie yourself down to something. Like a tree.
no, note to self. Next level, give Moyle wings.
Hey, y'all seriously never experienced this before?
No, like I said, we were where we were sheltered, in our little commune for a while. We never experienced it. I guess we were just in like a null zone of gravitational magic.
I mean, it's not like none of us could fly, and it was affected too much about it.
I cannot fly now.
How do you function?
What do you mean? I have never seen you fly.
Because there's no need for it?
You can fly?
Yes.
Okay. New information. Chance cannot fly. I cannot fly.
I can
wouldn't
fly.
be too certain about that. Give me
Chance, you can fly?
Not yet, but working on it.
What the?
I can fly.
Come on. Tavanta having a full breakdown.
Wasn't there a tiefling feat that gave them wings at some
Yes.
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 Rachel.
Tiefling.
I just look at Savanta and say, "Wait, you didn't know I could fly? That's why you were worried about me and warning me about the gravity storm?"
Apparently, I'm the only chump here who can fly. Fine, cool. It's all right. Fine, whatever.
I mean,
Just-
again, I
Again,
can't
that was a-
fly yet.
Tavanta just ignores everything.
Tavanta can
Like,
also fly at some point, just not yet.
At some point, he doesn't know that yet.
Yes, well, he does. He knows it. It's just, he's not. He can't do it yet.
He knows he can turn into a bird. He just doesn't know how to fly yet.
Yeah.
Um,
I can technically turn
He's
into.
like he's having a hard time grasping the concept of being a light animal.
I like to pop my wings
Sure.
to just show it to Savanta.
So just out of nowhere, Iona, like sparkly iridescent wings pop out of his back and unfurl like Angel and X-Men.
Tavanta just. And then just goes about setting up his fucking tent. And it's
Okay,
like packing up
I
his tent.
actually can't find the feat that gives them wings. Huh.
It's not a feat; it's a racial thing. It's you have to be the Skag Tiefling
It's a racial
subrace. Yeah.
Oh.
It's the only thing they get to. Like they have to give up their magic and shit to get that.
By the way, I can't fly. I was fucking with him, but he'll tell him that. Funny if he doesn't know.
Anyway.
I give him the fist bumps like, right, I got it, I gotcha.
One day, I will turn into a bird and I will fly. You fucking assholes.
What
I can fly away from this ghost bitch.
There.
was that fucking song? The I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away.
I don't know where my home is. It's in the moon. Anyways.
Oh, man. Anyway, so real quick, I have to pee. So talk amongst
That's
yourselves
fine.
and discuss things for like 1.5 minutes.
Actually, I just realized if I gave Moyle wings, I could give myself his wing. I could get wings from him for like a minute or so.
Great, everyone can fly but the cow, the minotaur. It's so fucking interesting. This is.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but it wasn't about you. And I thought
This
everybody
isn't
could
about
fly.
you. I want to take a minute of healing as well. I think I have space for one more spell.
It's ridiculous. No one else can
Prayer of
transform
healing
into
won't be a
animals.
companion.
No. Everyone's so fucking cool with their fucking wings.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are. And yeah, I definitely do need to buy more ropes. It's good for tying up people.
I'm like, okay, so Conlia starts to hand you the rope halfway through sentence. Like Conlia is like thinking like, I don't need this rope. And then as soon as you say for tying people up, Conlia slowly retracts their hand with the rope in it.
I noticed you, since you're not trying to hide, it's like, oh, don't worry, I don't do it without consent, unless they try to kill us.
What the fuck?
I'm just gonna throw the rope at you.
Unfortunately, I don't have polymorph. So I can't just like, oh, I can turn into an animal too.
Bitch,
You're not a transmutation wizard. You are a summoning
get
wizard.
fucked.
Alrighty. So as whatever conversation that was goes down, I don't know what happened. We'll just have to accept that was a thing.
You'll have to watch the recap.
Kinky BDSM, don't worry about it.
At sometime in the late afternoon, right before sunset, you guys arrive in Larishev.
Lovely.
Ah, sweet, sweet bed. No more roughing it.
For now.
For a day before we have to set out again.
So as you guys kind of roll into town on your cart, you do notice that on a couple of the buildings, and especially on the notice board in front of the inn there in town, you can see that same flyer advertising the what do you call it, the tournament, the night tournament.
Man, advertising is a bitch, huh?
Is there a
I mean,
church
can
in
you blame them?
town?
They want to put on a show.
In this town, no, there's not a church. Larishev is kind of small.
Okay.
It's not like a fully blown town. There's like an inn, a whorehouse, a blacksmith. There's an out of work detective agency sort of that's kind of hanging out around the corner. What else? There's some other stuff here. Hold on, let me have the thing for it. Defender's Arms. There's an inn. There's a blacksmith. There's an alchemy shop. There's a whorehouse.
We really keep rolling back to this whorehouse, huh?
There's a general store. I'm just going down the list. There's a general store, and then there's Third Eye Inquisitions, which is run by a sad halfling detective who gets no work because the town's very small.
Oh, I need to.
I'm gonna go pay that a visit while everyone else does their thing.
Okay.
Ayandra, do you want to go to the Hall House?
I mean, yes, but I need to find a certain elderly gentleman and pay him a little payback.
Okay, you'll do that. Chance, me and you go turn in the thing. And Moyle try not to kill anybody, maybe? That the plan?
Oh, tell me what to do.
Moyle, would you come with me to scare the hell out of somebody?
Oh, yes, I'd love to.
Don't
Thank
kill
you.
him.
No promises.
I
don't know how frail his heart is.
He's a very old man, so fairly weak.
Damn it. Well, I like a challenge, so we'll try it anyway. So we'll go in order of people who told me what they wanted to do first. So we'll go Conlia first.
Oh, okay.
So Third Eye Inquisitions, it's like it's a smallish building, one room. Well, I guess 2 rooms. It's like across the street from the setting sunstone, which is the whorehouse. So you kind of break off there when Ionra dips out, and go into the thing. So in there you can see there's at the desk, like sleeping. He has his head down on the desk and he's snoring lightly. There's a male halfling, bright red hair, long sideburns, in like a kind of like a poofy cotton shirt, and pants, and he's just kind of sleeping lightly at his desk.
Was I supposed to knock? I'm gonna like go ahead and like knock on the door after I'm already inside.
Who are you? Don't drop me, please. I have nothing.
I can tell. I'm not here to rob you.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Well, in that case, welcome to Third Eye Inquisitions. What can I do for you?
Okay, give me like 5 seconds to decide to not be a terrible, horrible human being.
You're not a human being.
Like out of character.
Oh, okay.
It would be funny, but it'd be out of alignment. I'm not gonna do it.
Do it. Give in to your dark side.
Alright, everyone choose a number 1 through 4.
No,
Four.
don't be a cunt.
2.
4.
4.
Alright, so even versus odd. Hey, okay, odd. I'm not gonna be a terrible human being. Okay, God.
Damn it.
Flip a coin.
Alright.
Hey, it
So-
was 2-1 on the horribleness. Shouldn't we outweigh?
No.
No.
Oh, damn. The one time where weight mattered.
So, you do investigations here?
Yes. Normal level magical nature. Although people losing their cat is not super hard to figure out where it is.
Not looking for a cat.
Oh, interesting. Before we go any further, though, really quickly, you do have coin, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Alrighty. What is it you need found? Let's say, talk business.
So as it turns out, I at some point, became... Well, let's just say that I need you to backtrack through a few locations for me and investigate if they have any magical nature to them.
Alright.
And not all of these locations are on this continent. Let me
Okay. So, how much coin do you have, really?
I
Buy you a
currently have
some time.
I currently have 65 gold, and I'm willing to pay more as you get more information for me.
Okay, well,
I'm
that will,
willing-
that will take you about as far as anywhere in this province.
Okay.
Unfortunately, if I had a scrying orb, this would be a lot easier, and I could figure it out for you in an instant.
Hey,
But
you have a-
that plan has sailed a long time ago. So, with me having to physically travel, expenses, you know how it is. I'm going to need a little bit more assurance if I'm going to travel that far.
I understand. Hey, VG, one, do I know about the feat that you gave me? And two, would I be able to acquire 50 gold pieces worth of magical paper?
You have 50 gold pieces.
Worth of magic paper?
Oh, I mean, yeah. Yes, okay, so out of character, yes. In character, not here.
Fuck.
Not from a traditional store. There is a way that you can do that, but there is not a way that you can do that your character knows of at this moment.
Shit, okay. Well, you see what I was getting at least.
Yes, and actually, I hadn't finished writing that, and that's my bad. But I have a. Where the fuck did I put the book? The book is around here somewhere, and there is the things that you can give him are specific. There are certain types of them. So, I should just go and grab. Fuck it. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
This is a terrible idea. By the way, I was gonna act like I was there to collect debt and see if he would actually give me gold pieces. That was
You
gonna.
should have so done it.
I am in
he probably
fucking
would-
scared.
He probably would have taken it at face value and then killed himself later.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
Okay.
I have scale mail. I'm a very intimidating
Okay, so
fucking
there's
figure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 different things.
Okay, which one of them are applicable to this little shit? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because I can't get the paper as far as I know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how he would know what any of these do, but in his case, There are two
Okay.
that would matter.
And does my character is only how aware is my
There's
character of these abilities?
there are two that matter, but only one that you can use. So, sorry,
Okay.
there's two you can use. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. There, you can use either one. Either one works. But your character is unaware of anything having to do with that so far,
Okay.
because
So no
you
point.
have not explored it yet with her.
Okay, so no point in even fucking asking that question. So
No,
sorry.
I'm letting you know that it is an option, but that she has no idea what's going on.
Got it. I am super sorry.
Anyway. He's
I
like,
have to-
pay me, bitch.
Okay, so in theory, how much would it cost? Because I can get more money very quickly.
I mean, well, this depends on how far you want me to go. How far are we talking here?
Alright, so there's only, let's say, under a dozen worth of notable locations spread across just Arval.
Arval.
And I know
You want me to go to Arval? Oh boy, you're gonna need to have deeper pockets than 65 gold, my friend.
well, obvious a fucking Lee.
Yeah, so let's see. Cost of travel, just off the top of my head, already is upwards of 100 gold. It takes a while to get there. There's going to be a danger fee, of course. Hazard pay. Expenses for food and water. Stay at various inns, I'm assuming. And the cost of hiring the adventurers, because I am not going alone. Well, let's say this. Let's call it 300 gold. If you can come up with 300 gold, that will be enough to make me feel okay with taking that on. If you want me to be more safe, throw more money at me, more than 300, and I'll hire better adventurers from the guild over there to take me around. You're also going to need to give me time. This is going to take like 2 months.
Oh, I have time. Okay, can I shave a little bit off of it if I can get you some help with some of the local churches? Chicken place, of course.
Depends on the type of help you're offering.
Hopefully not much. Well, I don't think I can offer too much, but at least a place to stay, healing if need be, guidance, assistance, stuff like that.
Alright. If lodging, let's say, were taken care of, I could easily knock another 50 gold off the price.
How much of this is going to be up front? How much of this is going to be after the fact?
You're talking about Arival here. We're going to need at least 50% up front. I'm sure you understand. So 75 now, or excuse me. What are numbers? Hold on. What's 150 divided by 2? Or 250 divided
150
by 2?
divided by 2 is 75. 250 divided by 2 is 125.
Well, it's 75 plus 50, so it's 125. Yeah, so 125 gold up front will take me at least to the continent. That way I have a budget, at the very least. Then, upon completion, the other 125, you promised.
Okay.
Oh.
I might be able to do that.
If you have an accord and you have the cash, bring it to my office. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'll draw up a contract for us and we'll be on our way.
I will be back once I have a better idea of how this is gonna go.
Oh, I'll be waiting. He looks at you like he's definitely interested, but he's also convinced that it's not going to work out because clearly you don't have enough money to pay him. At least at
He's
the
like,
moment.
this is a dead end.
He's like, this would be great if I could get paid 250 gold. That would solve a lot of my problems, but this bitch doesn't have that much money on her.
Damn.
It's better have my money. Sorry.
Yep. Pretty
Bro.
much.
I'm,
So
I just
I'm
got singled out as a
curse
bro.
my bleeding heart, but Chance does have 250 gold on him.
But you
I
don't
don't
know
think
that.
the
So hold on. Also, one thing. Also, we're gonna go to the next people over. So mull
I mean,
over
no,
that
no,
on your own.
I'm saying she does know that Chance has a rather large amount of money.
I know y'all have a bunch of gold. Like,
You can confer later, but we're gonna move on to the next person who told me what they were doing. So who was that? That was Jay, right? You were gonna go prank the old
Yes.
man with Moyle?
Yes,
Alrighty.
I am looking for the old man.
Go ahead and make
I'm just going to mute because this is ridiculous.
how are you looking for him?
I'm checking the tavern and nearby the whorehouse to see if I can find him.
Okay, well, he's always in the tavern because he's got nothing better to do. So old man Jim is hanging out at his usual table, drinking away.
Hey, Moyle. What can you do? Can you make a sound like somebody making a sound, like calling that old man, just so he could hear?
It's a good question. Let's find out.
I don't. He doesn't have minor magic, unfortunately.
No, I know, but I
Damn.
want to see how good his deception skill is.
Nah.
I'm good enough.
Could you coax him out here?
What do you want me to say? It seems like, first of all, he's not going to talk to me, and second of all, he's really, really interested in that cup of ale.
Tell him there's a guy outside who wants to buy a free ale, but he wants to talk to him.
That's very suspicious of you.
Oh, he'll know who I'm talking about.
No, I don't think he will. Let me offer a counterpoint here. Why don't you, as his friend, returning from a trip abroad, offer to buy him around and then get him just drunk enough to go anywhere you want with him?
Yeah, see, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to scare the hell out of him, that's it.
Well, of course. I mean, you just lead him to an alley and I'll do the rest, but in the meantime, we have to lower his defenses if we really want him to be that intimidated.
Fine. I'll be right back. Amra goes into the tavern.
Moyle walks into the alley next to the tavern.
Hey, old man, how you doing?
Who fucking you?
The guy that bought you a shit ton of drinks a few days ago? About a week ago?
A few days ago. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you're the one I was talking about. Yeah, you. You suck.
Yeah, I've been told that.
You
But I also been told that I do it well.
Stay the hell away from my daughter, bitch.
Right. So anyway, I found somebody. They said they know you, and you want to come with me so I could introduce you?
I want to come with you for some random fuck. No. Everybody in this town knows who I am. No, got nobody for me. The hell?
The person's not from this town. I found him on my travels. That's why I came back.
Oh, yeah? What's that son bitch look like?
Describe a very alluring woman.
Cecile?
Yeah, she is. Come
Oh my
with me real
God.
quick.
I never thought I'd see her again. And he shoves his drink into your chest. He rolled a 20. He shoves his drink into your chest and stumbles outside the bar, going, "Cecile, I'm coming.
I'm
coming
following
for
him.
you, baby."
I'm trying to take him over to the alleyway.
Oh my god.
In the meantime, oh boy. Okay, well, in the meantime, from the alleyway, you both hear. Jim, is that you? Oh, darling, please run to my arms. He goes, "I'm coming, Cecile," and sprints into the alleyway. He goes, "Oh, you're a lot more bony than I." Oh my god! And then you're as he falls on the ground.
I just say to myself, nice.
What the Can Ayana die already?
What?
Is that satisfactory enough for you?
Yep. Now let's go to the whorehouse. I'll buy you around if I can.
Okay, whatever. That won't work on me, but sure.
It's the thought that counts, all right? I'm trying to do nice for you.
Heavens knows why. And he kind of like walks off with you.
Because you're fun.
Okay, as you go off and do your thing. Next up is who? Bones and
I'm so
Chance
fucking
mentioned.
done. I'm so fucking. Yeah, hi.
Cool.
We're gonna
The fuck were you guys
finish
doing?
our side quests professionally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you grab Oberon's bag of holding from him and take the wheel to the thing.
Uh-huh.
So walking in, you can hear the blacksmith shop is quiet. It seems to have shut down at least for the day. The door's open. You can walk inside, but the forge is not lit. Everything's kind of cooled down, and Dean Bud's not inside initially. But as you push open the door and the little bell jingles, you hear footsteps, and then from behind the counter, Dean Bud kind of pops up. Hello, what can I do? Oh, shoe guys. Hey, welcome back.
Hello. Been a minute.
Well, it has. I was just tinkering down in my basement. You got the thing for me?
We sure do.
Excellent. Perfect timing. He says, hold on a second. Reaches behind the counter and pulls out a sack of gold and puts it on the table. For services rendered. Thank you very much.
How much am I adding to my bank account?
For what he gave you, it's 200 gold.
Oh, so 100 split between the two. Got it.
Whatever works for you guys.
I'm kidding.
Alrighty. Listen, if you're still in town tomorrow, depending on how much I get done here, I might have something else for you. We'll see. So,
When?
are you staying in town somewhere? Moving on? What are you doing?
Probably for the night we'll be staying. We could definitely swing by and see about this job, but we are going to go check with some other people nearby.
Well, up to you.
We picked up some other jobs, but we can definitely swing by and see what you have to offer.
I got plenty of work for you whenever you want, so swing on by tomorrow evening or whenever. As long as no one else is taking me up on it, I'll hand it off.
All right. We'll do.
Kind of gives you a tip of the cowboy hat, whatever, and then goes back downstairs behind. You can see like he disappears. There's a hatch in his floor, and he's walking down a ladder and shuts the hatch after him.
Scoops 200 gold into hand. Actually, no, it's a sack. So I'll just take that. How many of us are there?
Total or playing right now?
Total people in our party currently.
How many people are actually were
Seven?
in the mission together?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people. I'm not counting any pets, so 6 people.
No, I got that. I'm just saying, how many people was in the group at the start when we got this quest?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of you. Only one of you is new.
So,
Everyone besides Conley, so it'd be divided by 5. So 40 each
It's
for 200 gold.
Everybody except for Conleon.
Yeah.
give my share to Conria because I'm going to retire him, remember?
Yeah.
Well,
Whatever you want to
We
do.
don't
we
know
need to
that
group
until-
up, decide that, and I need to go in the debt anyway with one of y'all. So like,
Oh, we're doing this thing again?
Do
Cool.
it in character. So is that all you're doing, Devonta?
Yeah, that was my main thing, and then head to the inn, get some rooms, chill out.
Rooms were 2 silver for all of you.
Put down a gold, get some change.
And what is Chance doing?
I was want to see if there's is there like a library in town right now?
Not in this town.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You can ask around though if you want to.
Yeah, I would ask if there's any any notable libraries in this around here. Okay, even if they don't say there's nothing here, that might at least still point me to
So they tell you to go talk to Nash Glenfellow. He's the guy that runs the Third Eye Inquisitions.
I don't know, would be the person you can talk to.
So if you want to talk to him, go ahead.
Yeah, I would.
Cool. So walking into his shop, he's currently sitting at his desk, like writing something on a piece of paper, and seems to be deep in thought. And then you open the door, and he's like, "Hello, welcome to Third Eye Inquisitions. How can I help you?"
Hello. I was told if I wanted to look for a library, I was to ask you.
Oh. Well, great, awesome. Now I'm just the fucking notice board of the town.
Look,
Sure.
I'm sorry. They told me to
No,
just come here.
I got nothing else to do at the moment. I might as well. I mean, the probably the most large repositories are in Thorgravist Academy. If you want to go there, convince one of the people to let you into the library. Be my guest. That's probably your best bet. Not too far. It's in the capital. Just keep heading east, and you'll get there.
Okay.
Apart from that, there's a wealth of knowledge out there. Plenty of graduates from the academy are spread throughout, myself being one of them.
I'll give. Given how I don't know economics in this fucking game, what would be a fair price for information in general? Like, wait, back at the moon.
I don't know.
Like,
roll 2d4. Cool. 6 silver.
I'll give him a gold.
Kind of flip a coin at him and catches it. Well, I'll take it. At least I made some kind of profit today.
Yeah.
that laugh says it all. Just that awkward, like, yeah, I know.
I actually have something I may want to bring to attention.
Okay.
In case it wasn't obvious, I am both a fairly knowledgeable in the arcane arts, but I also am a bit of a historian.
Yeah, I remember you coming in to talk with me about a week ago about these kind of things, right?
Yes.
Yes.
On my travels, I've come across some rather interesting, documents, and I was wondering if you'd be willing to take a look at them, and if an extra pair of eyes, some extra insight might be more beneficial than just myself perusing over maps late into the night.
Well, all right. I suppose I could pull an all-nighter. For my services, just finding out any general information, 10 gold pieces. That'll give you about 6 hours of research. What I can do.
I
won't any
will.
Longer than that. I charge time and a half. So.
Yes. I will produce the thing for the historic battle locations, and I'm just gonna say it's a letter, not a map for the treasure relic, because letter seems more fun to investigate than just a map.
Sure.
And I'll produce that as well.
Okay, cool. So, produce those and hand it to him. He kind of waits expectantly for you to hand him gold. I don't work for free.
For the record, I was wanting to kind of say, hey, I was wanting you help me look over this, kind of see investigate because I know he does investigate service, but I figured he wouldn't mind extra eyes from looking at this sort of thing because I've been trying to sort that out for a while.
Are you trying to offer
Or
him
is this-
help? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm asking for his help to help me figure this out.
Yeah, he needs to go over the documents. So
And
he's not going to do that
will,
without money, is what I'm saying.
How much they say? How much they say?
10 gold. 10 gold gets you 6 hours.
It's a lot of this.
I'll give him 20 because I feel like this might take a while because this is some really old shit.
Oh, okay. Well, sure.
These are some very old documents, and I have, quite frankly, no idea where to even begin finding the locations referred to here.
Well, I suppose I could take a crack at it. Are you leaving these with me, or are you gonna wait in the office? What are we doing?
Well, I was wondering if we could take a look at it together because I have experience here, and you are more local knowledgeable.
Sure. Lay it on me. What have you got so far? And then we'll just say, from then on, you can kind of explain what you've figured out, what you're doing, etc., etc., and you guys will work on that over the next 6 hours or so. Go ahead and roll investigation.
As a note,
with
I paid him 20 because I figured we might be literally doing an all-nighter here.
Yeah. That's what you paid him for. So that's what he's
20?
gonna do. Cool. Awesome. Even better. I'm going to roll for him as well at advantage.
Nat 1.
I need the stat block for wisdom. Give me a second.
Am I being sent this?
Apprentice or what? Where's the mage stat block? There it is. Okay. Okay. Investigation. +3 at advantage. Okay. Is that 18 or 14? That's an 18. You rolled really well too. So you got an 18 +3, so 21. Okay, so together you're having like this, like, the more he looks over it, the more like interested in it he is. He's like, first of all, these seem very old, and yet the depiction here is older than even the kingdoms of Onik or Netri or anything like that. This is pre-breaking. I don't even know where you got this. All right.
The letter's been passed down in my profession for a while, from master to apprentice.
Yes, I think I understand a little bit about this. However, the problem lies in the fact that this is not a map of the continents. It's a map of what's under them. This is clearly Underdark. These aren't continents, these are breaks. And you kind of look at it now, and you were not looking at the negative space correctly. Now that you look at it in a different perspective, this is a map of the Underdark somewhere. Where that is, you have no idea. But you know where to start looking now, at least, for these kind of things.
And that's from the battle, or is that from the letter?
That's from the letter. From the battles, quote-unquote historical battles, they're going to mainly be, like, connected to different historical sites. A lot of those were destroyed. He does pick out a few for you that are in the continent of Aruval. And you can actually see, he pulls out a map of all 3 continental shards, and you kind of get an idea of what the other 2 look like. You're not going to keep this map, so I'm not going to show it to you permanently, but I will pull them up and show them to you briefly on the page currently on it. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Okay. So I'm just going to superimpose this really jankily over the top of everything, so you can kind of take a look.
And we're on Onik, right?
Yeah, you guys are on Onik in the Cernon province. Netria is to the north, and Arival is to the east/west, depending on which direction you travel. So there you go. So what he marks off is there are 3 locations. They're all in Arival. One in the north, one in the middle of the continent, and one to the south. From what he can gather, there was a campaign at some point to take over that area, and many battles for land or for supremacy, something, whatever they wanted, whoever was fighting, were fought at those locations, and they were named. Unfortunately, the names are in a language none of you can pronounce. Neither of you can pronounce it. So it's not, you could be doing it wrong. It's more of like a phonetic thing. I don't know. It's like, it's just know that I'm bullshitting you because I don't have a name for it. Just know that, like, you can figure it out later when I have figured it out.
Yeah, if you can do me a favor, when you just like send me the stuff we figured out about the battles, because I need to add this to my notes. But
you get locations mostly. It's like the idea is that, I guess, you're being told tales of the battles and cross-referencing it with notable landmarks that exist. So, talking about a battle in a frozen territory, well, duh, it's the north. Talking about a battle in a jungle, it's the middle of the continent. Talking about a battle in the desert, that's the south. Is essentially what he's giving you. He's like, that's your best bet. Everything else is going to need a scholar with resources that I do not have, unfortunately.
fascinating.
Let's see. Give me one moment. Let me do something real quick. And he starts rummaging behind his desk. Let me pull up Lord for name reasons. Give me a second. Where's the faculty? They're there. Nope, not that guy. Not that guy. That guy. There he is. Alright, so, here we go. He produces a piece of paper, writes on it a little bit, rolls it up and ties it off with a spare piece of string, and hands it to you. Says, this, just in case you wish to visit the capital, and the academy therein, you'll want to present this to Professor Talestein. He's the Professor of Preservation at Thorgrimist Academy. Should be able to grant you some kind of access if you exchange it for information. He's very interested in this kind of thing, and I know he'll be very interested in this. Anything pre-breaking, he's all into. So, up to you, but that's just in case.
All right. What was the name of the guy I need to see?
The name is
type that for me a second.
Yeah, Professor Keebler Talestein. I will copy-paste.
Does he make cookies in his spare time?
Yes.
I really apologize, guys. I need to take care of my father.
Yep.
Leave. I'm sorry.
Do your thing.
Yeah, no worries. Real life takes priority over D&D.
Always.
See y'all in a couple weeks.
We're playing on Tuesday, bro.
I mean, see you on Tuesday. My bad.
We're not playing on Tuesday. We're not. It's like 3 days away. I'm not doing that.
Why do you confuse me so?
I'm kidding. So yeah,
right,
we're gonna do it not on this coming Tuesday, but next Tuesday. Will be next session.
The 22nd, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Cool. So there you go. Keebler Talestein, Professor of Preservation at Thorgrimist Academy. for your own notes. Okay, so after you guys are kind of done with your all-nighter, it is morning at this point, so let's backtrack.
Yeah,
to
I
everybody
just
else.
I just imagine Chance just like gone all night. Like, where the hell's Chance?
Yeah, he's disappeared. Nobody knows where he is. So I'm assuming everyone else kind of convenes at some point in the inn or somewhere else in town.
In the morning, yes.
Sure, whatever you want to do.
How much did I spend, by the way?
Let's see. How much carousing did you want to do? All night?
He haven't gotten some in a while, so yes.
Cool.
Jesus Christ.
How much gold do you have?
I'd
223.
100 gold.
Holy fuck. Well, I know who I'm not asking for money.
So would that be 100 just for me and Moyle, or just?
It covers out the whole night. 100 gold.
Okay, cool. I still have 123 gold.
Alrighty. Boyle, by the way, he's a stick in the mud. Like, he's not allowed to do shit, so he's just kind of exists. He doesn't.
Wait, what do you mean
he can't get drunk? Because devils are immune to poison. At least he can't. He's immune to that kind of poison. So
You can't
just
do
kind of exists.
BDSM.
You drag him throughout your adventures, and he's basically like. He basically like exists just to do that, and hoping that he runs into Chance so that Chance can pull him away from your shenanigans. But Chance is pulling an all-nighter at the Inquisition house, so he just basically is dragged along on this like bender, and has no say in it.
So he has no fun whatsoever.
No, he sucks at fun. His own fun is like ripping people to shreds and stuff. Like it's murder and torture
Aw.
of small animals, not booze and ladies.
Amra's too busy. He didn't notice. He just thought
you
he
wouldn't
had.
notice at all. You're the life of the party, and Moyle is the creepy wallflower that somebody invited.
Hey, everybody! Have you met my friend Moyle here?
They look over to him and immediately start whispering to each other, and he just kind of like.
Meanwhile, I think most like, Master, please get me out of here. Get me out.
This is almost worse than the Nine Hells.
Also, I'm fairly certain that the link between us is a two-way thing.
Emotional damage.
I'm fairly certain a chance I there's a chance I could be able to hear him be like, ah!
The link is a two-way thing, but you're the one that gets to initiate that. Moyle can't just do it. Yeah, it's basically a one-way thing because you're the one that controls how it operates and what it does. But Moyle can benefit from it. So it's more like a parasitic relationship instead of a symbiotic one.
So yeah, Amra comes back with Moyle in tow is in the morning.
So me and Starcow have been sitting in the fucking tavern, like, well, I mean, I guess we like grouped up there earlier, or like in the night, and then went to bed. And then in the morning, we come down and see all fucks walking in. We're just like, what the actual hell?
Chance comes stumbling in with bags under his eyes, and
But he does come in with bags under his eyes, but he has a big old smile on his face because this is probably the most he's had to go on for this stuff in years.
give yourself a
At least for
level
the
of
letter,
exhaustion too, by the way.
Will do.
It's because you didn't fucking sleep. So.
Amra also comes back, but he has the same smile, the same wide grin smile, but
Andre's,
yeah.
He's missing 3 buttons on his shirt. He had a vest at some point, but lost it.
Oh, no, hell no. He's not going to let his fine clothes get lost. No.
You did. You let one piece go.
Gas! Scandalous!
Scandalous. And Moyle trudges in and like sits down and just stares at the table.
So how you guys spend the night? Me and Mohio had a blast.
I wish I was dead.
Would you like me
Yeah.
to send you back to the Nine Hells so you can slaughter some imps for a bit?
It would be preferable to the emotional damage.
Did you all three go to the brothel?
No, I spent all night investigating these, and I will set the map and the letter.
You know, it's okay to admit that you just wanted to have a fun time.
He's dead.
this
He's
is-
dead
this is-
tired.
This is fun for me. I have not had any luck investigating this letter in a decade.
Oh, Conlia.
Ever since I started my apprenticeship.
Conlia, darling. One of those X's on his maps makes a lot of sense to you.
Uh-oh.
This here,
Continue.
some of these here are ancient battlegrounds, and something I didn't even think with the letter. Negative space. It's in the Underdark somewhere. Wherever that may be.
Why the hell
So
would you
God,
want to go to the Underdark?
God,
how's
please help.
Can you elaborate?
One of those is where everything went down. The middle one.
The big battle.
That's where you were about 3 to 4 months ago.
Looks like
Holy
somebody.
shit. Okay, give me a second.
Looks like somebody has a secret too.
Man, you shut up.
I definitely have not been implying that this whole time.
Colin's just gonna stare at the map. Just stare until like something happens. With anyone, really.
Oh,
I'm assuming Chance just keeps talking about it.
Yeah,
Mo-
Chance is literally just being a gushing history nerd.
Insane.
All of this. I also got a name that I need to go talk to one Professor Kibler Talstein in the Thargravus Academy. But
So you want to go to these sites?
yes, the historical significance alone makes it worth the travel.
Anra's doing, standing behind Chance and doing the hand motion of a puppet talking while he's rolling his eyes like boring and mousing that.
You're really trying to make him as unlikable as possible before he leaves, huh?
What? Anra is a charisma, right? He's a sorcerer. He's a wizard. We're the exact antithesis. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm not even a wizard. I'm a summoner, and I have a decently high charisma too. So Chance probably actually sounds vaguely interesting when he's talking about this.
Only in the same way that I sound interesting when I talk about literally
Well,
anything.
you're talking very impassioned, but depending on if he's interested or not, that's up to him.
Yeah.
I'm not listening.
Are you just staring at the map?
Yeah. I maybe nod every once in a while to give the vague impression that I'm listening, but I'm not listening. Don't
Come on.
quiz me.
Hey, Mo, let's see if they could get a round two while these two ladies are,
I
watching
had
the map.
already sent him back to the house to kind of.
Oh, damn it.
Killing.
Where did he go?
He apparently didn't have all that much fun, so I sent him back to the Nine Hells so he can.
What?
So
What do you
can-
mean he didn't have
He
fun?
So he
basically
can
melts into
slaughter.
a puddle of black goo before dissipating completely.
I literally just desummoned him, which I can just do. So
It's like as he melts into his oozy form, you just hear, "Thank you."
yeah, so now he's probably going to spend a few hours slaughtering imps to actually.
Well, no,
So what
it's been determined that when you unsummon him, he dies. His physical body is destroyed. He doesn't like go back and exist again the way he does here in the mortal plane.
Okay,
he just
okay, the
he
weird
just
part
gets
of-
destroyed and remade later.
Okay, that's
like,
weird because like at the beginning of the campaign, it was very heavily say like ID something. He just goes back to Nine Hells, murders things for a bit, then comes back.
His spirit does, yes. His body is constructed by you every time you summon him.
So what? Fucking he goes back to the Zerial equivalent, and then just for a while, Zerial just has a
Yeah, I don't know.
just has a migraine.
He basically gets uploaded to the cloud, and then you delete him from your drive, and then you download him from the cloud again when you need him.
Meanwhile, while he's in the cloud, that cloud's getting a fucking migraine from all this shit.
Yeah. It's a very angry cloud. But yeah, anyway.
Inconceivable. He didn't have fun at my party?
Well, from what I was able to somewhat glean from my link, can't get drunk, so the alcohol did nothing, and I didn't make him with equipment.
You monster!
Truly.
Why would I give a combat familiar?
How could you
Sexual
not? Oh my god.
Why would you give a combat familiar free will? But here we are.
You're literally fucking with him at this point. If you give him free will,
Besides,
but you don't.
I think the point is that he's not fucking.
Besides, even if I did, there is no one alive on this world that can possibly comprehend the sexual preference of a devil.
Right. Einra slowly rolls his eyes.
I'm with Aaron on this one.
Right. Nobody
Really good.
alive
Free
in
will,
this
this one.
world.
Is that a
I mean,
reference?
I'm not sure you would call the state of being in the hells alive by definition.
Cernon, I was a chick in the 40s. No person.
Thank
comforted
you!
myself.
Thank you!
I was trying to remember the line.
I was chick in the 40s. I hate everyone equally, and there's no one alive who could possibly comprehend my sexual preference. So in other words, Miss Van Winkle, check your privilege. Yes, I remember that line verbatim. That line is so fucking good.
Next time, do make him a junk. Maybe he'll have more fun next time then.
He doesn't have pants.
Make him a
Give him
pants.
That's
pants.
not how that works.
Carry around a spare
You
thing
said
of pets.
you said you make the body.
By the way, I'm here to extort one of you for money.
How much do you need?
Judge is like, I give up. I surrender. Take it all.
What do
Well,
you need it for?
actually, I lied. Oh, fuck. This is.
Depending on your answer, you may get a fireball.
Okay. I will come right out and say. Chance, I can take you to one spot on that map.
You can.
Yes. I can.
All right, you boys have fun talking about the map. I'm gonna see about a breakfast.
No, you. Well, okay. Yeah, you're fine. Go.
Yeah, good luck. Go hit up a McDonald's. Get some hash browns.
We're at a tavern, and they don't have McDonald's, right?
Ye old hash browns and McGriddles.
Oh my god. I will burn that place down if it existed.
No, I
Alright,
mean,
anyway.
you know, they got eggs and
Burn this fucker
eggs
to
and
the
sausage,
ground.
basically.
Cool. I'll get a plot for
Did you
everybody.
listen to
Thank
Sid
you,
Vicious?
Yes!
God, you actually listen to the songs I send? Fucking terrible.
Everyone knows you don't listen to the songs your friends send you.
I mean, I
Exactly.
expect Matt to do the same thing. So
Anyway,
I get around
Fair.
to it eventually. 99% of the time. Anyway, I can take you to one of the points of that map. There is a few issues though. So first, we won't make it back to the tournament in time.
oh,
Too far away. I can take you after, so that's not too much of a problem, but something to consider. 2, I can't promise the journey there will be safe. It's in my home continent. It's very dangerous right now.
Oh yeah, didn't the halfling guy say? Did the halfling guy let me know that IS war happening over there?
I told you that myself, I'm pretty sure.
I believe it.
They're not really an open war. It's more like skirmishes.
There is fighting, and there are people dying, and you could be one of them for the low, low price of however
Yeah.
much it costs to travel.
It's mostly like a man versus nature type of thing. It's not like each settlement is warring with another settlement. It's just that they have political allegiances that are butting heads sometimes. The battles, quote unquote, like the physical battles that happen, are usually them trying to fight off the random shit that happens on Arval.
I can't promise it'll be safe. 3. I can't promise the location itself will be safe. I tried to make it safe. I don't know if it stayed that way, considering a few things.
Okay.
It should be fine. I can send a letter ahead and check, honestly. I was going to send the local private investigator to go investigate a bunch of locations. Considering my...
That's fine. That's why I was spending my night with it. We're going over these documents. So
You must have came in as soon as I left. Must have missed you. But point being is,
I'm gonna assume the investigators the reasoning behind you asking for money.
yes, I was gonna hire him to check a few locations of my past, and that right there was one of them. Now, it could be a coincidence that my condition and the place on the map, but everything that surrounds you has been basically the answer to my questions so far.
Well, how much do you need?
Well, if you want to go there, we might as well just fucking go there. I don't need a private investigator for that, in that case. And
Well,
you were
you
saying
said that was
something...
multiple places, right?
What I'm saying is that it can't be a coincidence that somehow you keep having the answers, and now I recognize a very distinct location from my past. I'm saying that whatever I'm looking for might be taps on the page there. It's just funny. The irony of leaving home to search for answers only to find the answers are at home.
Well, to be fair, this map is for historical battle sites.
I'm
or
aware.
history. Pre-breaking battle sites.
I'm vaguely aware. It's an
Oh.
odd It's an odd location that was desecrated at some point, so we went to go check it out. And, well, I recressicated it? I don't know what it is. I don't ask too many questions, just do the thing.
Hollowed it?
Well, something that might be a smart move before we travel there would be looking into the Professor Academy and getting some info from him.
Yes, but you'll need to go back to your hamlet or whatever. Tenements in a month, you obviously have that. So we have a lot of things to do before we leave. I guess we'll most likely be passing back through Larishev at some point.
You're in
So
Larishev currently.
yeah, I know. We'll be passing back through it though at some point if we do go to the tournament, and therefore there's actually no reason that I guess I have to steal money from y'all yet.
It's not stealing if it's freely given. That's not how stealing works.
I am calling it stealing because it's funny. I mean, let's be honest, y'all have known me for what, less than a week now? For all you know, I could take your money, and then next week you would never see me ever again. I guess to be fair, though,
I'd like to think I'm a better judge of character than that.
that has nothing to do with judge the character either. Could just drop dead.
I
Terrible
mean, we
thought,
just
but
Anra pops out from the behind you guys with the breakfast bowl and giving you
McDonald's.
one from you each. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, because you died doesn't mean we can't make you talk.
It's $4.99. It comes with an orange juice and a toy.
I hate that idea, but okay. Please do not do
So,
terrible things to my spirit, or my
so
body for that matter.
why are we killing him? Why is he dying?
I have no clue what's happening with me. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Something about you dying. So in a few days or something. I just came back to the.
No, no, don't worry about it. No, nothing. It's probably nothing. Just
If you say so.
morbid thoughts.
So Chance,
What?
my dear chap. So does he need to borrow money or what's going on?
That's gonna be a bit on hold for now.
Fair enough. Well, let's finish our breakfast and get on our way.
Don't tieflings get like thaumaturgy for some reason instead of produce flame? Or am I being stupid?
It depends on which tiefling you picked.
I actually don't know. Infernal Legacy. Yeah, thaumaturgy.
There you go.
You're just gonna
You were one of the sub races.
I'm
Possible.
going- Can I make a quick Arcana roll to see, like, because I remember, hasn't she already told us that she didn't start out as a tiefling?
Yeah, I've already told you that.
Yeah.
I wasn't born this way. You get a real fucking insight if you want on what I'm saying. I'm not trying to deceive. but am being
I'm wanting to roll
vi-
our.
strangely vague.
I'm wanting to roll Arcana, just kind of not root around the old noggin and try and figure out like the fuck.
Okay.
I just want to try and dig up some information about her, see if anything in her condition is remotely.
Are you gonna study me for an hour and use a history check to determine my function?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
Cultural significance.
shit.
26 on the Arcana to try and figure out what's going on here.
I don't know. Magic is fucking weird, dude. Bunch of shit could have done that. Whatever it
be
is,
a
though,
curse.
she has some kind of infernal legacy about her now.
Okay, actually, VG, here's another dumb question that I meant to ask you. So in my languages, because I'm a tiefling, I know infernal, but like also obviously, I'm not a tiefling, or at least not by birth. So should I know infernal? Is that like a thing that I learned beforehand? Is that a thing I know like now innately for some reason?
It's an innate thing at this point, yeah.
Holy
Because
shit!
because of what's going on, you can understand it, and if you tried, you could speak it.
I can't wait to see the first bit of infernal text or hear someone say infernal and then have a fucking panic attack. That's gonna be funny.
I mean, you say that, but Chance is probably about to mutter an infernal curse under his breath because he can't figure out what's wrong with you.
You do have to summon Moyle back at some point, so that's also another thing.
Yeah, I'll actually just mutter an infernal and resummon Moyle because I'd rather. Chance does not feel comfortable without his murder devil bodyguard.
I'm gonna look
Sorry,
up
what did you
something
say?
real quick here.
Excuse me?
What did you say? As in, like,
Uh,
just now you said something.
You said something in Inferno to summon Moyle.
I don't know infernal, but I heard something that you said. It sounded.
No, no, he's definitely spoken Infernal. I'm
You sure?
fluent. I'm fluent in it, uh, as well as Abyssal and Celestial.
Okay.
And I quite literally
Sister,
can't
what did you
summon
say?
Moyle in any language but Infernal.
Well,
You could,
did
but
you
it works better, I guess.
say?
I will repeat the incantation to summon Moyle a bit louder, but without any of the magic backing it. You know, just say
Uh,
the words without the magic.
Something
Pitch it.
about
It's
promise
essentially
up.
it's a chant that you do, essentially evoking the right of your bloodline to the power that your ancestors hold.
I don't know Infernal.
Well, if
well.
you understood what he said, you do.
Say constellation, it's likely to cause you conditions. It's well known that some places have, some races have innate magical knowledge of their language.
Okay, that's what I was looking at. I'd look something up real quick to see if there was a different check he could have made, but that's fine.
I can't tell if that's comforting more or less.
Not at this point. Well, at this point, it's more comforting than you know.
I mean, knowing a language ain't gonna kill you, dude. Or is it? Dun dun dun. And yes, he actually said the dun 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 part.
Well, all right then.
You know, I'm fairly certain this isn't the time or place for that kind of words, for that kind of thing, even in jest.
Oh, relax. It's not like any of these folks understood what we were just saying. I'm still talking Infernal.
Yes, I'm speaking common. Yes, devil speech in what amounts to.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you guys just doing this in the fucking tavern?
I was saying stuff quiet to not be overheard. He's probably not. He's probably just being like,
So you guys are basically
I'm just flaunting it.
yeah, in the fucking tavern, and people are like,
No,
what
no,
the
no.
fuck?
Worse. I'm switching back and forth from Infernal, Abyssal, and Celestial.
Oh, good. So it's like blah, 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 breakfast burrito. Blah, 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 blah.
No. I never said common.
"Oi!"
What?
Keep in mind, Chance, like after saying something under, like just vaguely loud enough for the miss here. What's her name? I can't remember her fucking name. Conlia. Saying it for Conlia's benefit at a very low level, a very low audio, and then you're just over here just belting out devil speech.
Yeah. The cries of the damned echo throughout the fucking tavern. People are leaving.
You know, for a group of people who are trying to be like as non-invasive as possible, y'all are drawing a lot of fucking attention.
Hey! That's not our fault that we have just a bunch of fucking idiots in our group.
First off, I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm a fabulous idiot.
Yeah, the vetting process.
Second of all,
the vetting process for the Providence wasn't very good. Didn't work very well.
yeah, I just signed up so I could meet new people, races, and do some hinky shit.
Meeting races, y'all are already a very diverse group.
yeah, we are.
That's
Times
Conley
like
that
this
digs
makes
through a
wish
bag
I-
of fucking Funyuns or something. I don't know what that was.
Sorry.
Times like this makes me wish I had learned how to cast a silence spell.
Oh, I know how to do that.
I could know how to do that.
Aw, there. It's alright.
No, like I could go take a nap now and come back and know how to do it.
Oh, neat trick.
It's not a trick. It's called having devotion to a god.
called faith
I'm gonna
and
start
piety.
laughing.
Anyway,
Dirty
I say
infidel.
we stay in town one more day because some of you are obviously dead tired, and I don't want you on the road like that.
Oh, he could sleep in the cart. We got a
Well, we
timetable
have
to
one
keep.
more. We have potentially more work from Mr. Bud, so we were planning on seeing that in the morning anyway.
But I thought we had to go back to our settlement.
We are, but getting more things to do on the road.
Doing it safely and taking time to do it is another thing.
Fine, I guess. In that case, I'm gonna hide out in the room, cause, yeah, reasons.
Well,
Okay.
all right then.
Are you gonna come with me, Connolly?
To
Or
where?
are you just I'll
You
see
need
Mr.
to
Bud,
sleep.
see if we can get more work.
Well, I'm not a part of your group. I don't know if that matters. You need to go to sleep. We can send people. Me and Titania can go. It's not Titania. One second.
As Imra's going upstairs, and make sure this time Moyle has a dick.
I mean, I already re-summoned him.
Well, did you give him?
Moyle now has 2 penises.
No!
Where they
Fuck!
are is up to question, though.
No!
I'm kidding. Relax. Moyle can't.
Me and Tavanta can go to the store. You should go rest.
Look. Okay,
I think the only restriction is that he has to be bipedal. So.
I trust Tavanta. If you said Ionra, I would have quite frankly laughed in your face.
I would have laughed in my face.
Imra's
found a way to
not.
do so.
Imra is not leaving the tavern due to reasons.
I mean, I was saying that more. I would not trust you to walk my dog, let alone negotiate work.
I take offense to that, sir.
Fuck it.
It was I that negotiated for the good price for the map in the first place.
I'm assuming Tavanta's sleeping in, quote unquote, and like.
He
gonna
drank a
come down to
lot
breakfast
last
there.
night. It's just all froth at this point.
Is he at least up in his room?
Probably. You don't know. He's moved into the piss dimension. We don't know where he is.
Pissed of it. I'm just gonna go. Look, I can take a nap later. I'm not. I'm good for this.
I can try to do
No.
Chadwick Boseman, but I'm not very good at it, and I don't think I have the balls to
Well,
do it
I
anyway.
have another idea. Listen, you don't make the best decisions when you're angry, hungry, horny. There's a few others. I forget them.
Is this a
Point being-
commercial for Snickers now?
But there's a list of emotions you should not be feeling when making decisions, and you right now are at least 2 of them.
What's the duration of lingering magic? Hold on. Something.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's rounds. Okay. No, let's go.
Cool. So heading over to Dean Bud's place. At this point,
One
the forge
second.
has been lit, and
Do I have sleep on? No, I don't have sleep. God damn it. Okay, continue.
sleep the. Are you gonna sleep the blacksmith so he falls in his forge and fucking dies?
No, I was gonna sleep fucking Chance.
Okay.
That is devious.
Alrighty then.
I like it.
So heading over to Dean Bud's place. Walking back in, you can see that
before
he's
we-
hard at work at his forge.
Before we go in, I don't know how long this would last in a narrative sense, but I'm basically wanting to use lingering magic because the way lingering magic is worded, I can pull over any evolution, so I'm just gonna pull over his ABI just so I have a bit more constitution.
For all of how many rounds?
5.
Okay, so 5 times 10.
50.
Yeah, so you have one minute of Constitution.
I just need to be able to bit more bright-eyed. So I'm quite literally using my familiar as a shot of espresso.
Well, yeah, you're still exhausted, so it's not gonna get rid of that. But you have more
I know.
constitution, so
Which
fun,
gives you
fun,
this.
fun for you.
I know.
Gives you disadvantage on
It's just
everything.
It's
purely
like
a flavor thing.
it's
Purely
like
flavor.
it's like Chance walks over to Moyle and like pats him on the shoulder, and then you can see Moyle deflate a little bit and Chance inflate a little bit.
Okay.
Like someone
Let's do
blew
this.
up the anchor arms, you know?
Go inside.
Nice.
Morning.
Well, hi. Welcome back.
You said you'd have more. You might have more work for us.
I did say that, yeah. So, here's the thing. I'm getting to the end of my little project here, and that means that all my ingredients are gonna need a little bit of searching to find. Can't just make these out of nothing. First thing on the list is this, and he takes a scroll out from under his counter and kind of spreads it out and puts some iron on it to weigh it down so it doesn't, curl at the corners. And on there you can see a full-size diagram of what looks to be like a chest plate of some kind. I need to make this to these specifications. The only problem is the material that I need for it is few and far between these days. So this is kind of like an open investigation or a quest or whatever the hell you want to call it, an open job. If you happen to come across something that these specs about this size made out of mithril, bring it here and I'll pay you handsomely for it. Or if you can find someone who's willing to sell you mithril, at least enough of it to make this, then I can forge it. Either way, I just need either the material or the already finished piece.
What are the specifications? Just a normal, medium-sized chest plate?
It looks like it could be a mithril breastplate for, we'll call it for a large creature.
Okay.
It's a pretty big piece of
humanoid, or is it
equipment.
like?
I mean, as much as a chest plate can look like a chest plate.
No, yeah, like I'm thinking. I guess my first thought was like, oh, horse armor.
It's not barding. It's definitely it looks like chest plate diagrams. Like it's got the two straps for the shoulders, and then it wraps around your chest and your waist around to the back. So that's what I need. It's a lot. It's gonna be heavy as fuck. But if for some reason you can manage to either drag that here or find enough mithril for me to forge that, then I'll pay you handsomely for it. Mithril of that size is gonna be expensive anyway, so.
Aye, aye.
The other thing also I was thinking about I needed is, and maybe you guys will have a lot more help with this than me, but I'm looking for some refined arcanite. If you can manage to provide me with that, I'll also pay you very well for that as well.
Refined?
Refined, yeah.
How much would you be willing to pay us for the refined arcanite? Say,
Well, here's the thing. I'm not super proficient in forging with arcanite, so I never really familiarized myself with the material. I just know that I'm going to need it. So you got to give me a little bit of time for that one. I'm going to figure it out. I assume it's going to be upwards of 1,000 gold, just by the size of the chunk I need. If it's more than that, then hey, there you go. But I have to confer with my colleague.
You heard the man? So I guess we should leave you in peace then and go about on our way finding that breastplate.
Yeah, unless you have anything you want to commission.
I do actually.
All right. What are we talking about?
I'm gonna call Moyle in. Moyle, can you come in here, please?
If I must. He walks in kind of like pads over you.
Now, I'd like to commission some armor and a shield for my friend here.
All right. Well, I guess let me take his measurements and I can get working on that. What are you looking for in terms of armor? Looking for? I'm assuming metal because you're talking to a blacksmith, but
Yes.
what kind?
Something about medium weight, so you can still move about, but more protection than anything leather would provide.
All right. Any particular style? And how much protection are we talking? What are we talking? Materials? Like what else we got?
I don't have bottomless pockets, so a lot of the more fancy stuff I'd have to leave out.
All right. I mean, I'm not talking about enchantment here. I can't do the enchantment stuff. You want to talk to the guy you talk to get this cog first.
I mean,
Get
I
the
was
enchantment done.
talking more like, because I can't afford something like a breastplate, but something closer to... Actually, could I afford breastplates? I don't know how much that costs. How much is breastplate?
I mean, conservative estimate, you're running about 400 gold for that. Depending on the material, could be more or less expensive. I don't know.
How much would a shield run me?
Shield's easy enough. I mean, I could talk to the carpenter and get that made up for you. You're only talking about 10 gold for the shield. If you don't want, or if you can't afford a full-on breastplate, also, I could make you set a scale for this guy.
How much does that run me?
Not hardly anything. Scale mail and the shield, I'd say, run you about 60 gold pieces.
Done and dusted.
Excellent. All right.
I'll pay them 60 gold, and the thing will fade, so we'll kind of bulks back up a little bit.
All right.
Just for the record, that's him. Normally, I just needed a bit of a boost. I have not had any sleep.
Cool. Well, hey, whatever works. All right, step over here, friend. Let's see what we got for you. Takes his measurements in a couple minutes, and like, all right, come back to me in about a week. I'll have the armor for you. The shield. I mean, give me like 10 minutes. I'll be right back. He walks outside the shop and heads down the street to the carpenter. In a couple minutes, he'll drop by and hand you a shield that's reinforced with like iron rivets and stuff. There you go. That should do fine. You can take that with you as it is. But the armor is going to take a while.
All right.
Anything else? You got any need for new knives, swords, axes, whatever?
Now that you mention it, I could use a dagger.
Yeah, I got one of those lying around. Hold on a second. Rummages around behind the counter real quick. Oh man, if only I had the fucking table open for it, that'd be great.
2 gold pieces.
Sure, let's go with that.
What does the dagger look like, out of curiosity?
It's a wider blade, not like a stiletto. It's like the opposite of stiletto. It almost looks like a spade, like it could be used like to dig gardens. But it's definitely a knife for stabbing. It's meant to leave like a wide wound when it pierces people. This is like a typical self-protection dagger for an Onesian smith to make.
I'll take it.
I have in my head the image of the chunkiest Skyrim dagger that you make at level 1.
Also, I'm just wondering, like, cause I know how the investigator's like, I don't know, get paid for shit. Motherfucker gets like 21 gold from this one dude.
Yeah, 21 gold is great for him. That's insane. Like he can pay rent now. It's fantastic. You probably saved his little shop from going under.
And all he had to do to get that much money was just go over old documents for a night.
All he had to do was find someone to solve a mystery with. Like, no one in this town has anything that needs solving. He's in the wrong locale. Anyway.
Actually, quick question. Can I trade you my mace for the dagger?
Well, let me see it. Kind of,
Drops mace, like normal generic mace.
yeah. It's kind of beat up. I'll tell you what, look, I'll knock the price in half. You can pay me a gold, I'll take the mace and see if I can shine it up and resell it.
Sounds good. I don't need to be bashing the heads of undead in any way.
Well, I certainly hope not. That'd be pretty bad. Anyway, all right. Anyone else need anything else? You just come by and see old Dean. I'll get you what I can.
All right.
Cool. So after you visit Dean there.
Next question. Would a blacksmith be able to make very certain tool sets?
Depends on the tool set. I mean, blacksmiths always make their own tools, so he could make you blacksmithing equipment. He could probably also make a bunch of other like crafting equipment, like mason stuff or leather working, like hole punches, those things. I wouldn't count him in for like an alchemy kit, but he could probably forge like more of the the craftsman kind of stuff. Probably wouldn't take very long either. Probably take him a couple hours.
What's in cartographer's tools?
Oh, I mean like pencils, paper.
Because I know like there's some like metal bits.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
I probably need to have made.
That would probably. I mean, you could probably get him to forge some stuff, but the sextant. There's going to be a sextant, obviously, and that's going to require like glass work. So you're going to want to talk to someone who can make glass probably for that, or you could just buy it pre-made from a general store.
Yeah, but if I get one that's made to my specifications, it'd be probably more useful.
It's up to you.
I say that, but I don't actually have proficiency in those tools, so anytime I use them, it'd be crapshoot.
It would give you what it would do is it would give you the ability to use those in the first place.
Yeah.
To do anything.
It
opens up that check.
Yeah, I want to use because I figured that kind of equipment would be useful for my historic work because I can use the cryptography to kind of probably better pair up maps of ancient stuff to more modern versions.
Sure, topography and all that shit.
You would happen to know any glass workers in this town, would you?
In this town? No. Not that I know of. We usually get it shipped in from the capital if someone breaks a window or something, so... I'd try over there. Somebody knows how to blow glass in that area.
Oh. That's one more reason to go to the capital, I suppose.
You can also try Sine, I guess.
So, yeah, that's convenient.
Either one. I mean... Anywhere the princes go pretty much has enough craftsmen and shit for their own needs. His goddamn castle has enough stained glass in it to fucking sow a field. I don't know. It's a weird expression. It's an Anishinaabe expression.
I guess we have the next two locations that we're going, considering everything.
Yes.
I just realized I have to stay in Leathershade, don't I? Because y'all are going to y'all's... Oh, well, no point in saying that. I don't know if we're leaving or not, but I'm just letting you know. The thing that I'm gonna do as soon as we get back to the tavern, I have some alone time, is I'm going to reach inside the fire and try to, like, grab the fire.
Cool. So, I'm assuming you're doing this on your own, right?
Yeah, I'm doing this on my own, basically.
So, Conlia excuses herself and goes to off and do her own thing. And obviously, the fire being alluring to you, you're deciding to succumb to it. Essentially, you're looking into the fire, and it's almost hypnotic. And as you look into it, and as you're reaching forward, you stick your hand in the fire, and initially, all you can really feel is that, you know, when you like pass your finger through a candle flame and there's that little bit of resistance there?
Sure.
Just that with no heat. And you're kind of turning your hand over in the fire and mulling it over, and you hear this small bit of white noise. Just. And then a voice comes to your head. There you are. And you feel your hand instinctively clutch onto something, and you pull it out of the fire as quickly as you can. And in your hand is a rolled up piece of paper closed with a black wax seal.
Stuffing that in my bag.
Immediately also, as soon as you do that, looking back at the fire, you don't feel that allure anymore. It's gone.
Huh. Okay.
There you go.
If Jay's not here, that means also no one knows about that.
Nope.
I mean,
Yeah,
I am here,
Yeah,
but my
okay. I was
character's
like,
not
I was
there.
I was talking about like players, not characters. I was like, damn, that'd actually be kind of funny if like none of the players even knew I had that.
Right. There you go. Yeah, make sure you note that down in your inventory.
Fire paper. I have a firebending scroll.
Get out.
It's like a, it's like an a fucking like a, what was it called? An invoice. It's like, I found you. It's time to pay your debt. Your student loans require repayment.
In these trying times, we have been trying to contact you about extended car warranty.
Yeah, literally. We've been trying to contact you about your cart's warranty.
Oh, god damn it, this session's gonna fucking hurt.
Someone has hacked into your scrying orb. Bring me 320 precursor orbs. Alright. Cool, so that happens. And I'm guessing everyone else has nothing else to do in this town, really. Unless you're going to pay the investigator to go out and do his thing.
Nah.
I'm sort of lying low after scaring the fuck out of the old man.
I'm back, sorry.
Welcome back. You missed nothing at all.
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing at all.
Definitely don't watch the recap at about 2 hours and 33 minutes in.
You didn't miss anything. Nothing at all.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing at all.
Jokes aside, what I missed, because I had to help my mom with a thing.
No, I can't tell
Don't
you.
worry about
actually. I really honestly cannot tell you what happened.
Is it a secret player thing?
It's only secret from you for reasons.
Okay.
It's not just.
I'm just saying that you can know. You just fucking. I'm gonna put the recap up so you can go look anyway. Essentially, Matt reached into the fire and pulled a paper out of it. Heard a voice.
All right. So we have an idea of where we're gonna go next.
You
got a job.
Yep, sounds good.
Cool.
It sounds like I stay here and do whatever the fuck, I don't know. You all go to your sheltered hamlet, unless I'm invited. And then we head towards the capital?
Yeah, sounds good.
Either the capital or wherever that one place is. What is it called?
Sine.
Yeah, that
That's
place.
the only two things I gave you.
Either Sinai or capital, depending.
Cool. So I'll spare you this much. The journey back to the Providence is not eventful at all. And when you get there, you can see that there's essentially a small little village popping up around the entrance to the cave, and spreading out into the forest. People have been chopping down trees and shit and building rudimentary log cabins for people to stay in. Families have begun to, sequester themselves off, and everyone's starting to build essentially their own miniature town here. In 2 weeks' time, they've gotten a lot of housing frames up. Nothing super concrete, but you can see that this is starting to become a more permanent settlement at this point.
Man, it's a good thing.
They also built as much of a perimeter as they could. And as you approach, one of your guardsmen comes up to you. Hello, I've been instructed that you might be coming by. The Archmage is in the scrying room. I'm assuming you know where that is. He's waiting for you.
Cool. Wait, scarring room? That place that? Oh yeah. Is that the?
I'm just the messenger. That's what he told me to do.
Huh. Okay. Cool. I think I remember where that is.
Mm-hmm.
I think I almost shanked a man in there.
Yes. So I mean, other people have been there, so it's not super hard to find. You go back basically into the cave, down, take a left, take a right, take a left, and then you're good. And then opening the door to that area, the Archmage is sitting there at a small desk he's had set up in that room. Stacks of papers and books and shit are all over the room and on the floor, on the desk. And as you enter, excellent, you've come. So, I believe I know how to work this thing without it requiring blood sacrifice, which is fantastic.
There's always a catch.
Well, I need the Arcanite to power it. Do you have it still?
Yes.
Excellent.
I will hand over said Argonite.
Cool. And you can see now that when you enter the room, that scrying apparatus in the center of it's been kind of built upon. There's a weird makeshift scaffolding and some very intricate parts that have been added to the machine to kind of retrofit it. The Archmage reaches over and puts the Arcanite crystals into a small gyroscope looking thing and spins it, and it just perpetually spins above the scrying orb. That should be enough. All right. Here we go. Here goes nothing. He kind of cracks his knuckles and puts his hands out over the scrying orb. His eyes roll back into his head, and he begins to use it. And you can see that as he does this, the scrying orb itself, and let me see if I have the map still, so you can kind of look at this for a visual aid. Where did I put it? I might have archived it. Give me a second. I think it's this thing. Yeah, this one. Right here. Okay. So on this map, can you guys see the bottom left corner?
Mm-hmm.
So the bottom left corner, you see the globe, right?
No.
Okay, that's what I was afraid of, because I put dynamic lighting here. Hold on. It's Conlia and I guess you, because you can see. Now can you see?
Yes.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that in mind, that's the globe how it looks. Just imagine more scaffolding and shit over it. So that globe begins to whir around and spin as if it's an eye, kind of looking for something in the socket. And you can see the image kind of zooms in on your current location. You can actually see that it kind of like bird's eye view swoops down over the camp, and you can see Tavanta, who didn't come with you, off like having lunch with his family on his newly constructed porch. His family's been hard at work making their home. It zooms back out over the larger continent, and you can see that the Archmage begins to like sweat a little bit, and he begins to concentrate even harder. And as he does, little pinpricks of light begin to show up on the globe. One of them is fairly close to you guys, the Providence. He zooms in on that one, and as he does, the entire globe turns a dark shade of like umber orange, like covered over. That's all you can see. It's a big orange orb now, and his concentration is broken. He's like, oh god. Okay.
That's not normal, right?
No, I don't know what that was. But I did find something very interesting out about this. I can use this to find sources of magical power all across whatever's left of the globe, I suppose.
Interesting.
That is worrying, though, because that's only a couple days away. Okay. Well,
I'm gonna take up a map of the province.
sure.
Anything?
The closest to where you saw that, if we go back to the map here, the closest area to where you saw that is the town of Sviskopo in the north.
And that's where he saw the source of magic power or something like that?
That's the closest source to you. There was one that was slightly further away, and that was about where the capital is. That was the most interesting thing that's happened in the last few days. All right, I need to ponder this, but I think we should all be very cautious of what happened. I was pushed out of that scrying attempt by something or someone.
I'm gonna assume with my passive arcana, I can tell that, hey, that means that there's probably a strong spellcaster or magic thing there that can kind of shut that down. Because I think
there's a number of reasons why that could have happened, but the only way to know for sure is if you go there. Hint, hint, you have a quest. Go do it.
Woo.
Yeah.
Can I roll Arcana with my new character now? Or am I introduced?
Your new character's not in the room, so no.
Oh, you had the token there.
I put him there for you to have vision, so you could see the globe, for a visual aid. But he wasn't actually there. I do, however, need this. This is okay. Interesting. Well, regardless, I'm going to need to send my assistant to go and figure that shit out.
When was the last time you actually slept, Archmage?
Oh, good. You're here. Look. I have not slept for a very long time.
It shows.
It has been about 20 hours since I slept. But, I'm so eager to take care of the scrying thing. You understand how it is. Anyway, look. Regardless, we have to figure out what's going on over there. I would be inclined to send you, since you are our most effective scouting party at the moment. It is especially worrisome because they are so close to us.
Yes, and it's so worrisome. Our Archmage is literally working himself to death. I'm just looking at him.
Keeping an entire colony together is very hard to do.
So what you're saying is you need an assistant.
I have many assistants, but I could use another.
somebody that could also make sure that you go to bed, and if something shit happens, I could heal you back up.
Oh, you're talking about yourself.
I mean, why not?
Well,
Technically speaking, my mission is complete. There's got to be new people coming through this settlement left and right, so I get to meet new people either way, if I leave or go.
All right. Well, hey, look, I'll take whoever can keep me the fuck organized. At this point.
Okay. I said keep you alive. I didn't say organized. I'll keep you on task. Make sure you get sleep. But that's about it. I'm good with talking, and I'm good, somewhat decent with healing. But that's about it.
We can discuss the details at a later date. I'm very tired, and you all have some talking to do. Um, at least enjoy the rest of your day. Do whatever you need to do. I will ponder this more after I've had a decent rest. And he kind of like sits down at his desk, gathers a few papers, and heads off to another part of the ruin.
Is Archmage human or what is he?
He's a high elf.
Okay, got it.
So there you go.
So, Chance and the new guy. I think I'm gonna stick around here.
For the record, Matt's character isn't here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm in Larishev right now, fucking vibing.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you fighting?
Vibing.
Vibing.
Vibing with a V.
I mean, I could
Okay.
be fighting. I'm fighting my demons right now. Shit.
You bet you
Could be.
could.
So, hey, remember, take it slow, Matt.
Yeah, so Chance, I don't think I'll be coming along with ya.
Internally,
life.
Chance is just going, "Oh, thank God," but outside, like, "Oh, what's the reasoning?"
Well,
What's that?
let's be honest. I'm a big mouth. I like to party. I like to cause a scene. I want attention. What you guys do?
Requires more subtlety.
I was going to say more quiet, but yes. And plus, somebody got to keep that old bag of bones before working himself to death. And in case he does die, I could actually bring him back.
I mean, he's not an old elf. Just so you know, he looks very young because he is a high elf, but he's not like
He's
he's not an ancient wizard or nothing like.
He's stereotyping wizard as old man.
Yeah, so tell the rest of the guys I said bye, but I think this is where we part ways. I mean, I'll still be helping the settlement, but yeah, I think we all have a different path, right?
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know this is shocking for you that I'm actually being serious.
Well, that leaves us down a member.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you'll find somebody. Who knows? You might find a
Bro.
guy that you might enjoy company. Wink, wink, nudge,
Strolling
nudge.
in from off screen.
Jay, if you wanna introduce the new character now, I can have him stumble in looking for the Archmage.
Chance has the strength, just does the strangle hands at fucking. I don't know.
I mean, like I said, I don't judge if you swing, toward guys, all right? So don't worry about that. Just find whoever you like, all right? I'm pretty sure you'll find somebody.
Just go before I decide to give Moyle an excuse to murder.
Oh, say goodbye for more for me. And here, since I don't think I'm gonna be needing this anytime soon. Amra gives you 123 gold. He gives you 7 silver, but he's keeping the coppers. Yarg.
okay?
I will relish pulling the skin from your body.
You say the sweetest thing, Moyle.
Fuck you.
Don't tempt me.
Oh shit.
123 gold, you said?
And 7 silver. Use it for the guys. Whatever. I'm off. Hey, old man, wait up! And he started going after him.
The second he leaves, like at first, like Chance and Mo just kind of share a look.
I wish you would let me off the leash more often. I wish that I could boil him in blood.
Here's someone else's.
I am glad to be rid of him, to be honest. But I would be glad to be rid of all of you.
Moyle didn't even fucking answer that.
He's talking to himself. He doesn't care. I am not. What? What happened?
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Moyle, if we go to the tournament, you'll get to fight a bunch of people and possibly kill them. I don't know the rules yet. Might not be to the death, but you'll still get to probably grievously injure people. Legally.
You would give your servant a chance to earn a title and money and land.
I mean, technically, if I were to enter, you'd be coming along with me as a part of my entry. Kind of linked.
I'm not familiar with the rules of this tournament, but I feel like 2 against 1 is unfair. I'm so in for it, though.
Well, I'm not there to compete fairly, Moyle.
We will crush the competition beneath our boots and sow the fields with their bones and ashes.
Well, that depends on if we're allowed to kill him or not.
All right. Well, here's hoping.
Well, we can still probably... Knowing you'll probably make at least one of them piss themselves.
It would be my pleasure, Master. Around this time, a blonde... What are you, an elf or a half-elf? A high elf. You are an elf. A blonde elvish figure, clutching several scrolls in his arms, wanders into the room.
Pardon me, I'm looking for the Archmage. Is he around?
You just missed him.
Ah, wonderful. That man has not slept in the last 20 hours. He just going to work himself to death.
Preferably.
Meanwhile, Chance is standing there with like one bit of exhaustion bags under his eyes because I don't think I've slept yet.
No, you have not. Well, you slept on the car ride over.
Oh yeah, so
You did that thing where you like lock the seatbelt and then rest your head on it, kind of like a makeshift pillow.
Oh yes, seatbelts on carts.
Yeah, sure. You need seatbelts on the cars if gravity storms happen.
Oh yeah, I just thought that we had like a covered cart, so we just hit the ceiling of the cart.
I'm making shit up, man. I don't know. It could be
I mean,
wrong,
actually,
whatever.
no, like that does make sense.
All right. So.
But at the same time, like, how would the cart not float away?
Fuck if I know.
The cart,
the magic.
The cart probably has like some has like a attached grappling hook. You can just like just hook that onto some shit.
Or you're supposed to do
Or just rope and a pittance.
whatever works.
That's a thought. I was hoping to submit my application for next exploration team.
Well, you're looking at the person who's supposed to be the chronicler of that expedition team.
Pleasure to meet you. You are the leader, yes?
I wouldn't say leader. I'm again chronicler.
God, no, of course not.
No. Neither of us are leadership material.
Would you like to see my credentials?
Sure. I'm fairly certain I need to go show to Tavanta.
Yes,
Uh,
a confirmation with the celestial bovine would be most appreciated.
Heavenly being is in our party.
Yes, he is our God and our Lord and Savior.
Moyle.
Provider of many gifts, sower of seeds, and
I
leader of the party.
I highly
No.
doubt that's the case. Even if
He's a druid that specializes in star magic.
You would doubt our God in front of his vassals? Heretic.
yes, I would.
Okay,
Since my
well,
god is
Moyle, quite frankly, you already know what I could do to you if I get upset.
it's not my fault he doesn't understand sarcasm, Master.
that was sarcasm.
Yes.
Yes.
That wasn't immediately apparent.
Yes, it was. He's a star druid with star. He's a star druid. Yes.
Anyway,
And
he's the only adult among the group, so why don't we go talk to him?
Could you clarify?
looks at the fact that Chance is nearly 30.
What did you say, Jay?
Could you please clarify what you mean by adult?
He's the only one with a sense of responsibility, as far as I can tell. It's been so much fun. You have no idea. Although you could. But you have no idea.
I take my responsibilities very seriously. Mine just doesn't happen to fall under leadership.
Mm-hmm.
I see. By the way, my name is, as you can see on my credential, my name is Strovan Leoden of the House Leoden.
Have I heard of this person with their house?
I don't know, maybe. Let me read it again. If you have anything. No, you don't. As of this point, no, because his house does not exist.
Yeah, I forgot to copy paste the background on here.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
His house is just a minor house, minor noble house. Not that well known, but if you were, it is still a house, but minor noble. But they're not really known for anything except for they're good at magic. That's about it.
They're arcanists, apparently.
However, the person before you, he's a 6'9".
Damn.
Tall fucker.
Uh-huh.
Chance over here being fucking. I think I had to be like 5'9".
Something like that, I don't know.
I made Chance kind of short.
And he's wearing a studded leather armor, and he have a rapier sheathed right now on the left side, but on his right hand side there's a spell book with a chain. Beside that, he has the scrolls for application, and he has credentials. And on his credential, it has his academic years, how long he's been studying at the academy on the moon. I forgot the name of the. I need to talk to you about that, DM. What school he would have went to.
He probably wouldn't have gone to a school. It would have been an apprenticeship to somebody. An apprenticeship to an archmage, most likely.
Would it be this? Would it be this archmage?
No, it would be a different archmage. It would be an older archmage that you left behind.
Okay. Apprentice another archmage, and he did study a little bit in the religious with the paladins a little bit, but beside that, according to he spent most of his time after. He only spent about 50 years of his life under apprenticeship with the religious order. Then he was apprenticed to an archmage as he's still on the moon. That's pretty much all the credentials said. He's
Finally, another academic.
quite so. I specialize in the old lore of the magic. I dabble a little bit of history, magic, religion, and nature aspect. Academic point of view, of course.
Well, I am a trained historian. I specialize in discovering old.
Ah, finally, a fellow scholar.
Oh my god. They're cut from the same cloth.
This is nerd
Meanwhile-
party 101, dude.
Meanwhile, I know in the background. Oh god, there's two of them. Meanwhile, Moyle. Oh, hells, there's two of them.
What is this creature next to you, by the way?
Oh, this is Arch Moyle. He is summon.
Eidolon.
Yes, Eidolon. I
Interesting.
practice the summoning arts.
I would very much like to learn more about your Eidolon. If it's okay with you, of course. For academic purpose.
Oh, of course. So,
Would Moyle be okay if I examine it later?
no, that depends on him.
No, it doesn't. How do you
I mean,
keep
if you-
forgetting how this works? I can't do anything without your permission.
Well, if you say no, I'm not going to force you in most cases.
It's not my decision to make, Master. I don't have a say in this. I don't give a fuck either way.
Is there anything else you would like to know?
Where we're going, there's probably going to be a rather large amount of danger. So, what are you capable of in regards to combat?
I'm fairly adept with using this rapier of mine, and I do have some skills in using both divine and holy magic, divine and arcane magic. Although I'm far more adept at using arcane.
Out of character for context, like what actually can you do? Because I don't because what you described could mean a lot of things.
He's a
I
paladin,
know. I left
wizard,
it. I left it.
multi-class.
I left it vague on purpose.
Call him an academic theurgist.
Okay. So all I need to know. Well then,
Right.
I believe we'll get along swimmingly. Oh, I should give you a warning.
Oh,
One of our number is a local who isn't aware of a lot of what's going on here. As far as she's aware, we have a small, secluded hamlet that I've just started expanding out.
oh dear. That's not a good relationship to start off in a party. Starting off with a lie.
No, it's not entirely a lie.
If you say so.
I believe.
Well, the issue is we need to. We'll probably wind up telling her eventually. We need to make sure we have a more safe position first.
Would my age be an issue?
How old are you?
In human years, I'll be close to 34. But in elven years, I am currently 134.
I mean that.
That
won't
seems
be an
easy to
issue.
calculate. It's almost like you just add 100 onto anything and call it good.
That's no issue in my book.
Excellent.
I don't think so. I mean, we already have. Who else? Me. I'm several thousand years old, I suppose.
Oh my, you must have some marvelous stories to tell.
No, actually, I have none. It's fantastic.
That's disappointing.
With the way
Yes.
Eidolons work, he's a fragment of a larger being in the Nine Hells. So, and unfortunately, he doesn't really get much from that being aside from power.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I forgot to mention that despite my appearance, I am more adept at fighting with the melee kind. If I can throw some spells around, but I'm far more better with the rapier.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Between myself, Devonta, our local friend, and Skylar on occasion, we've got spellcasting rather well in hand. Also, I've
sure
just
about
realized our entire, I think literally our entire party can cast spells.
Except for the one non-spellcaster you mentioned as part of that list.
Isn't Skylar a paladin?
No. Yes.
Oh, I thought Skylar.
No,
I
no,
thought
yeah.
Skylar was.
What the hell
Skylar
is
but
Skylar?
Skylar hasn't used anything. Oberyn is who you're thinking of that can actually, like, is more of a spellcastery.
I'm gonna have to play a fucking rogue. I'm gonna bring back Yorin. God damn it.
Nobody can break locks in this party. It's fantastic. I hope somebody has good sleight of hand.
I'm fairly dexterous, but not necessarily.
Would you call it like a +4 or 5? See that wall over there, the fourth one in the corner? I broke it. You're welcome. Alright. Moving on.
Wait, how is there a wall in the corner?
Don't worry about it. It's a special wall.
Special wall. Sure.
Not that it matters, but I am somewhat decent at dancing.
Oh, good. You're the one who would take to balls.
Waltz or tango?
I don't care. Whatever one you want to do. As long
Fair
as you're
enough.
not doing it in a way that is annoying to me.
I'll sure keep that in mind.
Not that I would have a say in the matter anyway. What the fuck am I saying? Master, can we go and talk to the cowman, please?
Alright. I still find it hilarious how Moyle just does not compute the fact that Chance actually values his thoughts.
Moyle knows that
And
his thoughts don't matter. None
Yeah.
of anything he decides is ever any good.
But like even though like the moral
He's,
stuff Chance doesn't really
he's-
agree with, he still hears out what Moyle has to say.
He is literally incapable of making any major decision. Only small, minor ones that have no bearing on anything. And he
And I
can
gave
go
him-
he can go like kill a rabbit for fun. But
Like-
he
like I-
can't
like I-
decide who gets into the party at all.
Like I gave
I
the
don't
fucker free will, and it's like
I literally have none. My entire construct is based on servitude. Computations are fine on my end. This side of the equation is balanced. Right, so let's do this because it is 4 o'clock.
yeah,
and
let's
people are
probably
missing.
cut it here.
Yay, he's in the party.
Yay.
Whatever you guys decide to do from here, someone should probably go pick up Matt. But whatever you guys
And
decide to do from here, there
Armor.
is a very worrying source of magic in Ciscopo. There's an academy to explore in the capital, and a month from now, there's a tournament of knights, of potential knights in Sine.
Yeah, we just blew a week too, so like we're getting close.
Yeah, well, yeah, you were.
Yeah,
It
get
was.
Moyle's armor.
It wasn't a full week. It was not that long. Maybe it was. I don't know. So 10 days, but like cut that in half because cart. So almost a week. 3 weeks basically. Alrighty, that's where we're gonna end it. The last thing I wanted to do is that night, as you all sleep, Chance and Conlea, you both have the same dream, though you don't know it yet. So everything I'm about to describe applies to both of you,
To both who? Sorry.
to both you and to Chance.
Oh dear.
What
Your
did you do?
dreams are. Your dreams don't come to you easily, but when they do, you find yourself getting flashes of images. You are traveling through a tunnel of board rock, and you come across the entranceway to some form of subterranean structure. There are symbols carved over the doorways, on the inside of the walls, on pillars, and there are murals depicting many different many different conflicts, each one different from the last, but all of them having one similar figure as a part of them. It's some kind of dark shadow with burning eyes and a and a black crown on his head. As you delve deeper into this structure, you can hear and feel dripping around you as the scene changes again. You look down at your hand and it catches a droplet of blood as it drips from the ceiling. You look to your feet and you notice a river of blood going further into the darkness of the temple, and you follow it. Your consciousness shifts again to another room. Inside, there is a circular stone basin filled to the brim with dark red blood. And in the center is an altar. Without controlling your own actions, you wade into the blood, almost waist deep into it, and approach the altar. You look upon it and you can see some sort of strange ritual knife. Take it into your hand and you read the inscription, but it doesn't appear as a language that you can read. In the reflection of the blade, though, you can see that your eyes are burning red, and your skin is black as soot, and a black crown rests upon your head. And that's where we'll leave it.
Fuck me.
So I hope y'all enjoyed that. I set up some shit. You're welcome.
That's fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty great. So that'll be a thing in 2 weeks whenever we convene this again. Thank y'all for joining me. Now that I've basically got a decent handle on my schedule, it doesn't look like my weekends are going to change from Tuesday, Wednesday. So we should be good for the 22nd. What I'll also do is, because we didn't get to everything that I had planned, I will leave it to a vote again in the announcement section of the Discord later as to whether you do want to play on Tuesday, because I do have that day off and I feel like I could do a session with what I have left. So that's up to you guys, and you can vote on it after I post it. But until then, yeah, we're gonna end it there, and I'll see you guys possibly in a few days.
Unfortunately,
Bye.